I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum. It's time to play the game. Time to play the game!
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
Yeah, that's right. What up, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with some more NBA playoff basketball. Tonight, the New York Knicks, my New York Knicks, take on the Atlanta Hawks. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Knicks blowing out the Hawks in Game 1. Looking to keep that home court advantage here in Game 2. And like I said, man, I like that the Knicks and Lakers are actually switching days now, so we can cover both of these teams. Hope you all had a great weekend, the start of a new week here on Monday. And of course, you know what today is, man. It's April 20th.
Smoke weed every day.
It's 420 all day, every day. So big shout out to all the 420 crew in the house. Hey, likey, smacky, the subby. The game is on NBC for me in New York. I don't know if you're in other places. It might be on Peacock, the Peacock streaming network. But for me, it is on NBC. Because again, I am in New York, so it is my local broadcast. You know, NBA on NBC. You remember. Yep, that's right. So I hope you all had a great weekend. Like I said, yesterday was nice. I actually had a day off. I don't think I'm getting a day off this entire week because I don't know. Do the Knicks play on Wednesday? I know the Lakers play Tuesday and Friday. Knicks play Thursday. So I will have a day off on Wednesday unless I decide to do the Yankee game, which that's very possible. That I do the Yankee game on Wednesday. Because, again, I'm trying to do more Yankee stuff. So they take on the Rangers. They'll be, oh, fuck, they play at 2:35. I can't cover them. So Wednesday, I guess I get a day off. I guess I get a day off on Wednesday. Must have wanted to do another playoff game, but I don't know. We'll see. But Tuesday, obviously, big day on Giants Collective. We'll be talking about the Dexter Lawrence trade. Probably not going to be able to do a mock draft. I'm sure the Dex stuff is going to take up most of the chat. Maybe Thursday before the draft, we do a mock draft. Chris and I will be live on this channel 7:30 on Thursday to cover the first round of the New York Giants draft, which obviously is going to be incredibly exciting because they have the 5th and the 10th pick now because of the Dexter Lawrence trade. So, yeah, it's going to be another busy week for me. The Knicks play on Thursday, which sucks. So I won't be able to cover them, but we'll cover them most of the other days. And, yeah, man, like I said, I covered a lot of Knicks basketball last year. I make an exception for the Knicks in the playoffs. I can't cover these games every day. Like I said, I unlike most streamers, I work a real job on top of this, and I also go to the gym, 5 days a week. So time is limited. I want to be able to spend time with my wife and kid. But Knicks playoff basketball, we got to do the Knicks playoffs. So that's just part of it. But yeah, all year I couldn't handle that. So Knicks in 4, man. I hope you're right. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Appreciate y'all being here. What up, Abrax's voice? Xavier Blake, BX created hip hop. My lady Janice in the house. What up, Janice? The first mod here is. Yeah, goes.
I like big butts and I can't lie.
Yeah, what up? Sean Johnson, what up? LG Devils fan, what's going on? They're not gonna take Tyson at 5. James Vegas says Knicks in 5. Yeah, I mean, shit. Knicks should win this series. I mean, everybody disrespecting the Knicks. People saying the biggest upset in round 1 is going to be Atlanta. They're going to beat the Knicks. Why? Everybody always shits on the Knicks, man. I understand that the Knicks have not won a championship in my lifetime, and I'm fucking 50 years old. I get that they haven't won in forever, and I'm not even saying that they could win this year, but I mean, listen, the Pistons whooped the Knicks' ass this year, but the Pistons just lost to fucking Magic. The Pistons are beatable. I honestly think the Knicks are going to get by the Celtics. I really do. This Knicks team, you bring in a new coach, and you better get to the finals because Tom Thibodeau brought the Knicks within a game, or I'm sorry, within a couple games of winning a championship. You bring in Mike Brown. If you don't get to the NBA Finals, what was the fucking point of firing Tom Thibodeau? What was the point? It's like firing Joe Girardi in favor of Aaron Boone. Like, it didn't make any sense. Joe Girardi got us to within a game of the World Series. Aaron Boone got us to the World Series one year because the Yankees had the path of least resistance, taking on the Indians and the Royals, and they won one World Series game. So what was the point? It'd be the same thing here if the Knicks don't get to the finals. And I think the Knicks are good enough to come out of the East. I don't know that the Knicks are good enough to beat the Spurs or the Thunder. The fucking Thunder is so good. That Oklahoma City Thunder team is so good. They just are. They're so good. And the Spurs are. I still think the Spurs are coming out of the West. I don't know why. I think they are. I mean, the Lakers, great game one. Hopefully they can get by the Rockets. And what the fuck am I watching? Like, this is Inside Edition's been on forever. But anyway, I'm sorry. I don't know if this is Madonna. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at here. But it looks like Madonna. Anyway, I don't know the Lakers can't beat the Thunder. Let's be honest. They're not going to beat the Thunder. Barry, what up? LG's Devil Fan, what up? Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. Appreciate y'all being here. I would love Knicks Lakers. I mean, that'd be a dream come true. I got Yankees Dodgers a couple of years ago. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but at least I got those two teams. Anyway, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. I gotta go potty. This is a weird time for me, so I go to the gym, I drink a lot of freaking water, and I gotta go potty. I'll be right back. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. Yeah, games on NBC, and let's go Knicks. Let's go freaking Knicks. Janice, I wouldn't even say the Suns sucked. I mean, the Thunder are just so good. When I was doing that Suns Warriors game, like I said, no matter who won that game, I'd be surprised if either one of those teams beat the Thunder more than once. I'd be surprised if that game went more than 5. That series went more than 5 games. The Thunder are just that good. It's not that the Suns aren't. It's just the Thunder and Spurs are like the class of the West. And they may even be the class. They're probably the class of the NBA, those two teams. So ain't no shame in losing to them. Like I said, I'm hoping the Lakers can get out of the first round. Lakers ain't beating the Thunder. I mean, let's just be honest. They're just not. If the Lakers ever got by the Thunder, then that'd be huge, but I don't see it happening. The Thunder beat the piss out of the Lakers. The Thunder, number one, they're very young, they're athletic, they're fast. They play at a frantic pace, and their bench, they're so good. Like, that team is just so balanced. It's insane. Agitator, what up? Terminator, what up? Yeah, appreciate y'all being here. Well, Tana will be with me on Thursday. We'll be together all weekend because we cover the draft every year together. But, yeah, Chris pretty much, he'll come back for football season. But Chris always takes his time of year off. He always does. But, I mean, we do Giants Collective together twice a week, and he always takes the summer off. And then, when we get back to football, him and I will be doing the games like we do every year. We'll be doing Giants Collective together. So, he's visible, but he just takes the summer off. He's not a lunatic like I am and just constantly work my ass off on a consistent basis. And that's what happens. Like Saturday, I told you, I woke up, I fell asleep at like 5 o'clock. I woke up, or maybe 4:45, whatever the hell it was. I might have fallen asleep at like 4:30. I think I woke up at like 5:20. And then I laid back down at 6 o'clock and I slept till the late, like 2 minutes before 2 minutes before I was supposed to go live. I collapsed. That's really what happens. I work myself so fucking hard all week long that when I get to Saturday, I lay down on the couch. I'm just out cold. It's the only way I can make up any time. It's probably not healthy how hard I work, but I don't know any different. Yamar, what up? Yeah. Go Knicks. Yeah, absolutely. Enrico de Rosario, Marming, so Manga, my friend. Thank you for watching in the Philippines. Almost 8 o'clock in the morning there, very early in the Philippines. It's the weather up here is so fucked up. It was 75 degrees on Saturday. I literally had my air conditioner on. Literally had to put my heat on today because the high was 44. They got to work. We had a little sleet going on. So, not that it sticks or anything. But yeah, that's fucking crazy. Tomorrow 52, by Thursday 70 again. The weather is it's lunacy this time of year. But it is what it is, man. Hit that thumbs up, subscribing the bell. Big shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring tonight's stream. Let's hear from PrizePicks right now, and then I will give you my picks right after this. Today's video is brought to you by our friends at PrizePicks. Listen, if you're like me and you have a hard time picking spreads, PrizePicks is perfect because you get to do some player over-under on stats as far as players go, which is absolutely awesome. You just got to pick more or less than a few player stats to create a lineup. Pick stats for individual players, points, yards, strikeouts, etc. You can see there's so many things to use on the PrizePicks app, which is absolutely awesome. It has a feature that allows you to follow your friends and others like you would on any other social media platform. Followers can see wins and losses, top 3 of all time, and all that good stuff. It's the #1 sports picks app in America. It's really easy to use. Again, just pick more or less on a few player stats and lock in your lineups. It's available in most states, including California, Texas, and Florida. You can follow me on the app. The link is in the description below. Like I said, check out how good or bad I do. I do love the Lakers in Oklahoma City tomorrow. You know me. I'm going to go LeBron. Okay, these are my picks for tonight. So make sure you guys check out PrizePicks. Like I said, if you sign up for PrizePicks, make sure you use the promo code HMA. So you get your $50 instantly when you play your first $5. Use that link in the description. So these are my picks tonight. I like Jalen Johnson to go over 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Jalen Johnson, obviously the leader of this team, and ever since they traded Trae Young, Atlanta went on an absolute run. I think that's a good pick for him to go more than 38.5 points. I love Josh Hart. The guy is just a hustler. I think over 12.5 rebounds and assists, I think that's legitimate. Josh Hart is a guy that could go for a triple-double on any night. He works hard for rebounds all the time, and he can get some assists. I mean, that's really just 8 rebounds and 5 assists, and he's more than 12.5. And I think he could do that easily. I think Josh Hart's a guy that could get you 13 rebounds and go more than 12.5. And then Karl Anthony Towns, I don't know why I pick him. Karl Anthony Towns can be really good or really bad. But I do think that more than 20.5 points is legitimate for Cat as long as he stays out of foul trouble. So those are my power pick. That's my power pick tonight. Jalen Johnson, more than 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Josh Hart, more than 12.5 rebounds and assists. And Karl Anthony Towns, more than 20.5 points. The funny thing is, I swear to God, man, I never take the under on anything. It's rare that I do that. I never take less. I always take more. I guess I'm an optimist in that aspect. I always take more. because I don't know. It seems like I take more on everything that I do with PrizePicks, but I love PrizePicks. Like I said, it's the best app that I've used, and you'll love it too. Just when you pick, do it responsibly. That's all we ask. And Michael, what up? Carl Mislos, Morming, Salamat, Mungadunga, my friend. Thank you for being here. Noel, what up? Well, it ain't football season yet. We close. We have football Christmas coming up. M. Stone says, go Hawks. Well, we welcome everybody aboard, but it's go Knicks. I should have put my John Starks jersey on. I don't know why the hell I didn't. I had to throw that baby on. Or throw my baby on. She's my co-host. She's not my wife. My wife is camera shy. She don't come on. Hey, likey, smaggy, the subby! Share it out, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, TikTok, Reddit. Spike Lee. Whoever the hell Timothy Camelot is. I have no idea who the fuck that is. My guy Hammer! What up, Hammer? Welcome back to the Dog Pound, brother. Where my members at? Welcome, my guy Hammer, into the kennel, baby. Where the hell's my... There it is.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy.
Get it? Mr. Jags, what it is. Bubakar Zeta, how you doing, brother? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Let's go. Let's go Knicks. NBC 420. Today's April 20th, so more than once today.
Smoke weed every day.
You know what time it is. Let's go. I appreciate that, Noel. Thank you, sir. Yeah, Chris and I are still going to do the football games together. But Chris is, like I said, man, Chris works a full-time job, and he just doesn't do YouTube in the off-season. I mean, like I said, Chris and I work together twice a week. I mean, we're on Giants Collective, and we work together Tuesday and Thursday all the time. So it's not like he's not on YouTube. He just doesn't, like I said, this time of year, he's just not on his channel very much. Thank you, James. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah. So, tip off probably about 8:15, and how it goes. You know how it goes. My guy, Irish Rover. What up, man? It's funny. I went to a jewelry store Saturday. I was just thinking because Irish Rover. Well, I mean, my middle name's Kevin, but I always go by that anyway. But I just was thinking his name is Kevin, and I was at a place because I'm looking at a watch. I didn't get one last year. I turned 50, and I wanted a new watch, and I didn't buy one, so I'm going to do it this year. It's not something I can go out and purchase every week. But I went and looked at him, and the guy. So I'm talking to the guy. I got his number. He's like, "I'll let you know when the watch comes in," and he's like, "Are you Kevin?" And I didn't realize I had my shirt that said my name on it. And I'm like, how the hell do you know my name? Oh, well, yeah, okay, yes, I am. But hit that thumbs up. So it's just stupid watch hobby. Yeah, I didn't get one. I didn't get one last year. I don't know how the hell that happened. Went right by 50 and didn't even consider it. And this year I'm like, why the hell didn't I do that? So we're making up for it. They're doing the starting lineups right now. Some really cool news for you Yankee fans out there. My guy Pete at NYYU, obviously does probably the best, not probably, he is the best Yankee channel on YouTube without question. I got nothing but respect for Pete as my guy. Exciting news about that. He does NYYU Day twice a year at Yankee Stadium. I didn't get to go. He had one Saturday. Tickets sold out. I didn't get to go. But I am going in August. Yes, sir. So for you Yankee fans that are in here that know Pete and know me, August, the mega powers will actually get to meet in person. So I'm pumped up to meet Pete. That shit's going to be fun. I don't know if Yankee Stadium can hold our energy, but we going to see if we can't fucking break the stratosphere. That's right. So, I'm excited for that. That shit's going to be good. That shit going to be good. But brand that I buy, I didn't buy it yet. I'm waiting. They had one with a bracelet. I want one with a strap. It's a Cartier. Because, quite frankly, when you buy watches, they're supposed to tell the story of your life. You usually buy them when it's a special occasion. It's a big birthday like I had last year. 50's a big deal. It's not a big deal, but it is. It's a milestone. After you turn 21, the only milestones you get are every decade. You get a raise, you get a promotion, whatever it is, you look at that and go, yes, when I got this when that happened. But yeah, so that's what I went with and I remember putting this on. I put it on Instagram last year, and I just never followed through. I'm like, what should I get? Should I get a Panerai? Should I get a Cartier? Should I get a Tudor chronograph? And I'm just like, a Cartier is just a classic. It's a beautiful watch. So I'm like, it's more of a wedding watch. Not that I have anybody getting married, but that's also something I can wear to a nice dinner or whatever. But I don't know. That was just what I went with. It's a big deal. And like I said, it's not like I go out and buy one every week. Watches are something I might get once or twice a year. And that's it. It's just, again, one thing I'll say about everybody has their thing. Everybody buys certain things. Everybody's got things they collect. Everybody's got things they like. And listen, you get one life. You work your fucking ass off. One thing I've learned here as I got towards 50 was I need to reward myself once in a while. Because I never did that shit before. I work, I know how hard I work. And once in a while, and I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking about everyone in the chat too. Sometimes you got to take a step back and reward yourself. And treat yourself. You have to. Who the hell else is going to do it for you? Once in a while, it's not bad to do that. I'm not saying you have to do this shit for yourself all the time, but once in a while, take a step back and appreciate yourself. You know? Especially when you fucking work hard, you put in the work, you need to treat yourself now and again to nice things. Whether it's I'm not saying you can go out and buy cars every day, but some people like really nice cars. I'm not a car guy. I drive a fucking Nissan Rogue. I'm not a car guy. I'm just not. Whenever the hell my car is 10 years old, and I hope it lasts another fucking 8 years. I want to give it to my kid, and whenever I have to get a new car, it'll be another Nissan. I'm not going out and buying a Lexus or a Benz. Some people like clothes. Some people like purses. Some people like jewelry. Some people like to eat at really high-end restaurants. Some people like to travel. Everybody's got their thing. But you got to do shit to make yourself happy now and again. It's the truth. Because if you don't, what is the point? What is the point of working your ass to the fucking bone if you can't take some time for yourself? All right, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Old man preaching. Old man yelling at cloud. Hit that thumbs up, man. Let's go. George, what up? Mickey's in the house. Getting ready to tip it off here. Knicks and Hawks. Let's go. Yep, everyone's got their thing, man. Some guys like tools. My brother-in-law likes guns. My other brother-in-law likes like hunting stuff, like guns and bow and arrows, and everybody's got their thing, man. Everybody's got their thing. Knicks win the tip. The Knicks don't win the tip. Sorry, the Hawks are in the frickin' white jerseys. My bad. Dyson Daniels is going to give it out there to Kongwu. Now back to Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson against Josh Hart. Josh Hart all over him like a cheap student forces a turnover. There you go, Josh. Joshy Washy. The tenacious. If anybody deserves to wear number 3, it's Josh Hart. It's Josh Hart. Marbury insulted John Starks' number. Here is JB with the basketball, spinning on Dyson Daniels, fades away from the dotted line, doesn't get it to go, rebound knocked out of bounds, last touch by Okongwu. It'll be Knicks basketball. The game is on NBC tonight, you know what it is, you remember, if you're my age, you remember the good old days, baby. OG Anunoby for 3. Gets knocked down. Shot no good. Rebound to Kongwu. Going to give it off here. They swing it out to Dyson Daniels. Daniels with the basketball. Give it off there to Jalen Johnson. And he lost the basketball. Sorry, Kongwu. I'm going to say that went off of Josh Hart, who has been very tenacious early on here. Hart's like, what? What? I didn't touch that shit. I didn't touch that last. He's looking up at the replay board. Game 2 in the Garden just underway. Nickeil Alexander-Walker and lost the basketball. OG Anunoby comes with it, gives it off to JB, who's running up in a 1-on-5, goes down the lane and now has to take it back outside. Gives it off to OG Anunoby driving, and he got the ball knocked out of bounds. Both teams really active with their hands early on. A lot of deflections and loose balls. That didn't pause. Loose balls. Pause. Loose balls! Get your jock strap tightened up. Karl Anthony Towns with a drive to the rack. He goes. Beautiful with a little kiss. Cat. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Lays it in. It's 2-2. I'm sorry, 2-0. Here's Jalen Johnson for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound Josh Hart. Hart will start it up here for the Knicks. Gives it off there to OG Anunoby. Driving to the left. Down the lane he goes. Got his own rebound and got fouled to go to the line for 2. Foul on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Again, Knicks won game 1. Pulled away at the end and want to protect your home court. Knicks really need Karl Anthony Towns to be the guy he was in Minnesota. They need him to be the guy that gets you 25 and 10, 30 and 10. And OG bricks the free. What am I watching, the Lakers? Watching the Lakers? Make your fucking free throws. Loose balls. What up, user? How can I be the GOAT and you the GOAT? 1 and a 2. CJ McCollum will bring it up here for the Birds as he brings it across the timeline. 90 seconds gone by in the first quarter. McCollum lost the basketball, got it back, goes around a screen, drives along the baseline, gets free from 8 feet, knocks it down. He had to work for that shot, and it's 3-2. JB will bring it up here for the Knicks. Knicks wearing black and orange. The Hawks wearing their white and red. And Dyson Daniels tried to steal it. Couldn't save it. And it'll belong to the Knicks. Again, both of these teams really active. The ball's been knocked around a lot early on here. Bliss fan, I won't even say they need revenge. They just need to get out of this. This Hawks team isn't what it was 5 years ago. Knicks just got to win this series. Revenge or not. Knicks got to get to the fucking finals this year. Otherwise, what's the point of hiring Mike Brown? Hart with the basketball, driving to the left, to the right. What a finish by Josh Hart, going up and throwing it down with a big two-handed. Boom! Shakalaka. 5-2. Here's Dyson Daniels on the basketball. Is going to give it off there. Now gets it back, goes up, and lays it in high up the glass. 5-4. Nice look inside there by McCollum to Dyson Daniels. Here comes JB with the basketball. Brunson will bring it across the timeline for the Knicks. Going to give it off there to Mikal Bridges, who sucks. Back outside to Karl Anthony Towns. Cat with the basketball. Finds Hart at the free throw line. He drives. He fakes. He goes up. Turns around. And he tickles the twine. I need Josh Hart to score. I need Josh Hart to give me rebounds and assists. I need Karl Anthony Towns to score for me. Come on, PrizePicks. McCollum in the basketball around to Jalen Johnson screen, picked up by Josh Hart. I freaking love Josh Hart. Johnson with the basketball, driving on JB. Gets along the baseline, goes up with a shot. Strong rebound, Karl Anthony Towns. Going to give it off here to JB. Brunson into the front court for the Knicks over on the right wing. He's picked up by a Kongwu on the switch. Brunson dribbling, steps back for 3. That one's off the mark. Hart, the offensive rebound. Outside to Karl Anthony Towns. The ball fake, the drive. Kicks it out. Hart, extra pass. Bridges for 3. Oh, my God, a swish. Cheese sandwich. Mikal Bridges falling down. 10-4, New York. 10-4, good buddy. Dyson Daniels drives on Towns, goes up, and gets fouled by Cat. And I believe he was in the act of shooting. I'm going to guess he's going to get 2 free throws. Strong drive by Josh Hart. You know, that got the Garden crowd going. There is not a better venue in basketball when the Knicks are playing well. There just isn't. The chance of defense from that Garden crowd, it'll always give me chills. Free throw by Daniels is good. Of course, calling the games, I don't get to hear that because I turn the volume down. But there's nothing like that chant of defense. I mean, it's incredible. It is. Daniels makes them both 10-6. 3.5 gone by in the first. I hope so, Mr. Jags. I hope so. Kerry NBA fan, Isaac Racinos, Pantera, what up, everybody? Hit the thumbs up if you haven't. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell. Here's Hart down the lane. Hart to the rack with a little kiss. Josh Hart driving strong again. Knicks have been able to get inside on the Hawks. They kick it out. A Kongwu wide open three, pure. 12-9. Knicks by 3. A Kongwu from the right wing. 4 minutes gone by. Knicks 12, Hawks 9. A Kongwu had 19 and 8 in game 1. Here is JB with a drive. Into the paint he goes. Throws it outside. Extra pass to Hart. Over to Bridges. Bridges lost it. Got it back. Back outside Josh Hart. 5 to shoot for Josh. Pulls up from downtown. Off the back of the rim. Kongwu grabs the board. Gives it off here to Dyson Daniels. Daniels into the front court. Into the paint he goes. Looking for the cutter. Johnson. Nice denial there by OG Anunoby. Out to Kongwu on the elbow. Goes up over JB. Rims out. Rebound Josh Hart. Hart lost the basketball. And it's stolen away. Got knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Josh Hart. Went off his knee. Good job by McCollum to knock it away. Take a look at the Hawks transition offense. One of the better ones in the league. Here's McCollum with the basketball. Get it off to Dyson Daniels at the top of the circle. Down low to Jalen Johnson. Johnson bangs. Lost it. Here comes the Knicks. Josh Hart with a steal. 3-on-3. Brunson pulls up in the left wing for 3. Swish! Cheese! Sandwich JB for 3. We have a time under the floor. 7:05 to go in the first. I don't know who the fuck that guy is either. I'm not going to know any of these celebrities except for Spike Lee. 15-9 Knicks. Well, I'll know that hack Ben Stiller if I see him too. Daniel Barry, what it is. I wouldn't say the Lakers would easily make the finals if they were in the East. I don't know if the Lakers could buy the Knicks in a 7-game series. It'd be a good one, I'll tell you that. Knicks and Lakers would go 7. They're very similar. But, I mean, they split the series this year. I don't know if the Lakers could beat the Pistons in a 7-game series. I don't know if the Lakers could beat the Celtics in a 7-game series. I wouldn't say they'd get there easily. You know, so it is what it is. No Laker talk. Knicks playing? Nah, Cindy. I have a lot of Laker fans in this stream, so if they want to talk about the Lakers, I'm not telling them what they can and can't talk about in here. It's the way it goes. There's a lot of Laker fans that support my channel, regardless of what I do. So if they want to talk about them, I'm not saying you can't talk about the Lakers. You can talk about whatever you want here, as long as it ain't politics. I don't really give a shit. Well, that's why I took Josh Hart to go over 12.5 points in a. I took Josh Hart over 12.5 rebounds and assists tonight. That's why. He has 5 of those already. Jalen Johnson don't have anything. Karl Anthony Towns has 2 points. Oh. Yeah, Ben Stiller bites the big one. Fuck him. Dude's a hack. Shitty actor. Always been a shitty actor. I don't know how the hell anybody likes any movie that guy's ever been in. He sucks. His father, on the other hand, legend. Jerry Stiller, absolute legend. Ben hack. V-Man. What up, V-Man? Stankies. Well, the Yankees weren't stanky this weekend. I mean, they beat the shit out of a bad team. Which every one of my Yankee rants, I say the same thing. I always tell you they're going to win 90 to 95 games. They're going to win 94 games. They're going to beat the shit out of bad teams. They're going to look unbeatable for a 2-week stretch, and then they're going to look like they can't beat anybody for a 2-week stretch. It's what the Yankees do. It's what they do. You're a hater. You spelled "you're" wrong. I don't know what I'm hating on, but you spelled "you're" wrong. It's Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. I would hope that I would hope that someone that's old enough to use a computer or a phone would understand the difference between Y-O-U-R and Y-O-U-R-E. You just look so uneducated. That drives me fucking crazy. How do people not know that? How do people not know that? It's third grade shit. It drives me insane when people don't know the difference between your and there and there. I don't understand. I can't fathom not knowing how to spell that shit. I don't get it. Like if you're 9 years old, you should know that. My kid knows the difference. It's just I don't get it. You're a hater. Well, you're Y-O-U'-R-E, uneducated. I don't even know what the hell I'm a hater. Hey, what am I hating on? Yeah, his father was awesome. Oh, I'm a Ben Stiller hater? Fuck him. He's a hack. There you go. Eric knows they're dumb as rocks. See, he got the correct spelling. He got it. Anyway, we're back to action. It just drives me crazy. I don't know why. It's so stupid. It should not bother me, but it does. I remember Simon Miller, same shit. It just does. It bothers some people. Jalen Johnson driving, going up with a tough shot. No good. The rebound by Cat. And I'll give it off here to JB, who starts it up for the Knicks, leading by 6, under 7 minutes to go in the first. Picked up there by Kuminga, who's checked into the game. Throws it out. Bad. Ooh, that got lucky there. I thought that was going out. Mikal Bridges down low to Karl Anthony Towns. Cat squares up on Mohamed Gay. Spins, goes up, and lays in with a little kiss. He also got bumped. He should have got the and one, but the ref didn't call it. Hawks come back the other way. Mohamed Gay with the basketball. Going to give it off to Jalen Johnson, top of the circle. He's swinging around now. Down in the low post is Jonathan Kuminga, quickly double team. Throws it outside to Jalen. Jalen back outside to Okongwu. Okongwu lost. Well, actually, he did lose the basketball. Here's Josh Hart with the steal out to JB. Brunson with the basketball. The hesitation dribble falls down on the ground. Got it back somehow and then lost it. Jalen Johnson comes away with it. They give it off to Dyson Daniels. Daniels to Mohamed Gay going up. Towns with a block. Here come the Knicks back the other way. Jalen Brunson with the basketball. Brunson has it at the top of the circle. Going to give it off there to Towns. Outside, Josh Hart wide open corner 3. That's too strong. The rebound is grabbed here. Who the hell is that? Oh, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Mohamed Gay is hurt. He is laying near the stanchion. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what he hit. I think he hit the stanchion. I don't know what is bothering him though. He's not grabbing at anything. He's just kind of reaching at his head. Hopefully he's okay. We have a timeout on the floor. 5:33 to go in the first. Knicks 17, Hawks 9. Yeah, Josh needs to make that. I agree. Josh, I love Josh, but he needs to do it. Eagles fan, actually, yeah, Eagles fans would say that, but Eagles fans actually like my channel as much as I hate on them. Eagle fans know they love them some Baddog. They do. They can't help it. If I wasn't talking shit to them, they wouldn't know what to do. They need me. Eagle fans need me like I need them. I always say it's a very strange relationship I have with Eagle fans. So, yeah, hit that thumbs up, baby. Let's go. All right, Charles, I hope you're right. I hope they do blow him out, brother. I hope they blow him out. I'm a hater for Ben Stiller. He sucks. I don't know what to tell you. Guy's ass. Not every actor is good. That's what it is. Yeah, fuck the Eagles. I agree. I agree with that 100%. They're talking shit to us about, oh, your best player don't want to play in your team. Well, neither does yours. Lakers don't play tonight. Lakers play tomorrow. Lakers play tomorrow. I'll be live at 9:30 for the Lakers and Rockets game 2. They play tomorrow. They don't play tonight. JD, I honestly think the Knicks can come out of the East and go to the finals. I do. But the Pistons are really giving them a hard time. So I'm not sure, but the Pistons, I mean, they lost to the Magic at home yesterday, and obviously they're beatable. They don't have a lot of experience. This Knicks team's actually experienced when it comes to playing in the NBA playoffs. I think the Knicks can go to the final. I don't think the Knicks can beat the Thunder or the Spurs in a 7-game series, if I'm being completely honest, but I think they can come out of the East. But they're going to have to play really good basketball because it's not a gimme. The Celtics are going to be tough, and most likely the Knicks are going to face them in the next round. I will say this. I found it very amusing yesterday when the Celtics were just kicking the shit out of the Sixers, up by 30, whatever it was, and the crowd started chanting, "We want Boston." Because the Sixers fans are chanting, "We want Boston," and they got Boston, and they got belt to ass. So the Celtics fans are trolling him. It's pretty damn funny. I got to give them credit. It's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny chant. It's pretty funny. I do think they can get by Boston. Yes, I do. But I also think they can lose to Boston. That's definitely not a gimme. That's going to be a very tough series. But yeah, the Knicks played Boston well. They knocked Boston out last year. There's no reason to think they can't do it again. I mean, Tatum got hurt the last game of that series. So, you know, they did have him in hand with Jason Tatum playing. So I do believe that they can. I do believe the Knicks can beat the Celtics. They got to get by the Hawks first, though. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Jalen Johnson with the basketball out to the right wing, picked up by Mitch Robinson, who's checked in. Tries a drive on Mitch, goes up, and Mitch always hacks and whacks in. Jalen Johnson will go to the line for two. Jalen Johnson looking for his first points of the night. And Robinson did get him with the body there. That's true. You're right, D-Lee. They didn't miss a beat. They were very good without him too. But they're a good. I mean, Boston's a really good team. Free throw good. Exactly, Kerry. I think the Pistons' lack of their lack of experience could come into play. I think they were very tight in game one. I'm not saying they won't settle down and get their shit together. I just think they were very tight in game one. They shouldn't be losing to the Magic. Magic aren't near the team the Pistons are. And in the 7-game series, the cream's going to rise to the top anyway. Both free throws are good for Jalen. And Jalen Brunson's now getting double-teamed, throws it out. And Brunson was fouled. The Knicks will have it side of the bounds. 5:09 to go in the first quarter. Foul on Kuminga. JB will inbound Knicks with a fresh 14, 17-11. Knicks in front. And now Josh Hart will go and inbound the ball. Towns, Bridges, Mitch Robinson, JB, and Josh Hart. And Brunson turns it over. Ahead of the pack is Kuminga goes up. Stupid foul by Mikal Bridges. Just let him have the fucking layup, dude. You can't foul him and give him the basket. You either foul him and don't let him shoot, or you just let him have the fucking layup. You don't nip him on the way by like that. He tried to freaking prevent the basket, and he didn't come close. Come on. Kuminga, free throw is no good. The rebound by Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson will bring it into the front court for the Knicks. Brunson around a double screen. Outside, Bridges, corner three, swish, cheese sandwich. Wow, Mikal Bridges. 2 for 2 from downtown. I would have thought the Knicks are going to go anywhere. They're going to need him to produce. Kuminga down low against JB and a lot of contact, and it's an offensive foul on Kuminga as he just laughs and walks back the other way, but he threw the elbow up high, and that will draw the foul every time. Just take a look right there. Lowers the shoulder and bowls over JB. That's 2 fouls on Jonathan Kuminga. Here comes Josh Hart into the front court for the Knicks. Going to give it off to Mitch, top of the circle. Now over to Mikal Bridges. Bridges with the basketball, looking for JB. And instead gives it back to Mitch. He ain't going to do anything with it from there. Kongwu picks him up, hands it off to Mikal Bridges. Knicks have 8 to shoot. Bridges outside. Towns for 3. That's short. Rebounds knocked into bounds. And it will belong to the Knicks. 4:20 to go in the first quarter, Mike. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. 4:20 crew. You know what to do when you know what day it is. It is April 20th. Smoke them because you got them.
Smoke weed every day.
Brunson's getting inbound from under his own hoop. Looking for Karl Anthony Towns. Can't get it to him. Knicks got to get it in bounds, and they do to Mitch. Mitch over on the wing, going to hand it off there to Brunson, who is fouled by Dyson Daniels. And very, very physical game here between the Hawks and Knicks early on. A lot of deflections, a lot of contact. Brunson laying down still. It was an awkward foul. Right? Oh, he took a shoulder to the jaw. Little jaw jacker there. I wonder if they're going to look at this. I was going to say, let's see if they... I don't think there was anything flagrant there. I don't think Daniels did anything intentional. I'll be surprised if this is a flagrant. I think this is just a common foul. I don't think there was anything malicious there. I think it was just the way he spun off of a Mitch Robinson screen, happened to catch him in the chin. I don't think there was anything malicious there. I think this call will just remain a common foul. I'll be surprised if it's a flagrant. Mario, what up? That's right. Don't forget to lose Fritos. Winfield Ritzer, what's going on? Timmers, what up, Broadway Brunson? Yeah, we gonna need Broadway Brunson. Indeedy we are. Like, subscribe, let's go. It is 420 today. Yes, it's April 20th. Yep. Yeah, I don't think that was intentional. I just think Jalen Brunson kind of ran into his elbow. I don't think there's anything intentional there. 2013 Knicks by 7. Bold sign, what up? Shrey Badapati. Yes, the Eagles and Red Sox are my two most hated teams in sports. Cowboys are right there. It's not a challenge. It's an official review, and it is just a common foul, which I figured it was. There was nothing intentional there. It wasn't like excessive force. It just kind of a collision. Not a challenge. Just an official review to see if it was a flagrant. There is Mike Brown, the coach of the Knicks, 53-29. The same record. I've been saying all year the Knicks and Lakers are very similar. It's just ironic that they ended up with the same exact record. They both ended up 53-29. And they split the season series between them. It's just funny how that works. You know. So 4:09 to go. You still make that cleaner. Adiba! What up, brother? 2013 Knicks by a touchdown. Giants and Falcons here, 20-13. Giants do play the Falcons this year. I think they play the Falcons. I thought the Giants have the NFC South this year. Ball is kicked by Dyson Daniels, and the Knicks will inbound again. No time comes off the clock. Can Spike Lee sit down? No, Spike Lee ain't sat down in 40 years. Brunson gets it inbound to Josh Hart. Now back to JB. Brunson with the basketball around the Josh Hart screen with the left. Brunson has it. Driving. Spinning. Fades away. Up. Under. From the free throw line. He can't get it to go. Put back is good. I think that was Mitch. Mitch Robinson with a big rebound. The Knicks with a lot of size out there. Mitch and Cat. And that is Mitch Robinson. Give him the offensive board and the hoop. 22-13, Knicks with 3:30 to go in the first. Daniels kicks it out of Kongwu, open 3, and that's good. Oh, Kongwu can shoot that, and hits a second from downtown, 22-16. 3:16 to go in the first quarter.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your
Jalen
ass.
Brunson with the basketball. Brunson goes around the screen, kicks it out to Bridges. He'll try again from 3. That one rimmed out. Mitch, another offensive rebounds back to Bridges, goes up with the reverse, and 2 bad breaks for Mikal as that ball rimmed out on him both times. Jalen Johnson into the front court for the Hawks. Picks it up, gives it off there to Dyson Daniels back to Jalen Johnson. Johnson against Josh Hart. Back to Daniels for 3. Shot was short. Josh Hart another board. Gives it off here to JB. Brunson into the front court to Bridges. Driving, fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul on Okongwu. First foul on Okongwu. And that will send Mikal Bridges to the stripe for 2. The Knicks leading by 6. Want Bag, what up? Dr. Grape, what up? Yeah, I wish they could go back in time and grab Prime Lawrence Sailor. My God. My God, wouldn't give 2 shits about Dexter Lawrence if Lawrence Sailor was on the team. Free throw by Bridges is good. What we're coming here for Mikal, he's got 7 points. The Knicks lead, make it 8 points as he makes them both. And that is the Knicks lead, 24-16. Spurs Nation from Rick to go. I think the Spurs are coming out of the West. I really do. I really do. Minnesota's moving to the East Conference. Who's going to the West? Who's going to the West? Minnesota should be in the East, honestly, but 24-16 Knicks. Daniels goes up, throws it out there to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Lost it, got it back. Goes around a screen to the top of the circle, to the top of the key. Down the lane he goes. Right-handed scoop, no good. Rebounded by Mitch. Quick outlet here to JB. Brunson with the basketball. They kick it outside. Down low. Mitch goes up and throws it down with a 2-handed. Boom! Shakalaka. Mitch making his presence known in the paint. Drive by Kuminga down the lane. A lot of contact. He'll go to the line for 2. Spurs Knicks, I would take that. I'll take anybody against the Knicks. KMC, let's go Knicks. I remember looking for the go New York, go, and I couldn't find it. See if I can find it. Free throw by Kuminga is good. That's not what I want. Do this crap. Go away. Free throw, no good. Rebound. Oh, Shaman had it, and Mitch Robinson ends up with it. Going to give it all there to JB. JB with the basketball. Knicks lead 26-17. Here is OG and what a move by OG Anunoby as he throws it down in the face with a 2-handed boom shakalaka. Stepping back for 3's McCollum and he answers with a triple. It's 28-20. Another lob to Mitch, who throws it down with a big 2-handed boom shakalaka. The Knicks just dominating in the paint. They lead 30-20 with 70 seconds to go here in the first quarter. I'm looking for this damn go New York, go soundboard here. I'll find it. Foul on Landry Shamet. I tried that. That doesn't work. This doesn't work either. That don't work either. Free throw is good by McCollum. I can never find the stuff I need to find. Free throws are good. Stupid crap. And that's an offensive foul on Mitch. There it is. We gotta have that. How are we doing here? This doesn't work. Where is my... I just saw it. Knicks are going to review this, so I'm trying to get this. Now we got it. Yep. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get 100, baby. 30-22. Knicks by 8. 7th Avenue, what up? Yeah, the offense is looking good so far. Sean Palmachu, what up? Des Z, what up? King Jellyfish, what's going on? Part-time Knicks fan for tonight. Yeah, let's go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. A lot of stoppages in this first quarter. This has been a very long first quarter. Very long first quarter so far. Wombeck says, fuck this team, get man, blow them out. Let's go. Taryn Bin, what up, brother? Knicks by 8. Again, a lot of freaking timeouts this first quarter. Been a lot of fouls, a lot of reviews, a lot of balls knocked out of bounds. This is an official review. I thought the Knicks were challenging this, but they're going to see if Mitch committed a flagrant. I think they called a flagrant one on Mitch. Oh, no, Cole overturned. So it'll be Knicks basketball. They did say it. It said official review. I don't know what the hell they were reviewing there. Yeah, Alexander Walker not on the board, and Jalen Johnson only has 2. I'd love the Knicks to blow these guys out again. Established dominance. Oh no, I guess they looked. It is a flagrant one on Mitch. So Walker will take the free throw, and now he is on the board. It's 30-23. They're showing the physical play, and it has been very physical. It reminds me of old school, except for the score is much higher. But old school New York basketball shit would be like 23-18 at the end of one. But the offense is much better here than it was, 30 years ago when the Knicks were perennial contenders every year. But the Knicks have gotten themselves back to being contenders every year, which is fucking nice because Knicks fans, we know that the Knicks weren't shit for 20 fucking years, and it was embarrassing how bad this team was when Isaiah Thomas was ruining shit over here. CJ McCollum with the basketball, trailing by 7 under a minute to go. McCollum rises up over Shamit. Shot short, rebound by Josh Hart. I think that more than 12.5 rebounds and assists was just easy for Hart. Unfortunately, the rest of it looks like it's going to be tough for me tonight. Here is JB driving all the way to the rack. He lays it in with a little scoop. There it is. Just a little kiss by JB, and the Knicks lead by 9. Here is Nickeil Alexander-Walker kicking it down in the corner. That 3 off the mark. The rebound is grabbed there by OG Anunoby. He'll give it off to Josh Iwashi. Now back to JB, and Brunson will bring it into the front court and hold for a final shot. Shot clock turned off. 10 seconds to go first quarter. Good quarter for the Knicks. They're up by 9. Looking to extend if possible. Brunson picked up by Jalen Johnson. Around the screen. Pulls up top of the circle for 3 and not close. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's you. Air ball aside by JB. Great quarter for the Knicks. 12 minutes in the books. Knicks 32. Hawks 23. Cold Ear 2. Hammer. Daniel Boom. What up? Spade. What up? Can you get a sip of the sun kissed? I can't share that shit, man. Come on. No backwash in the sun kissed. Got to get your own. 69 likes. That's a nice number, but we got to get 100 likes. Peter Lee, what up? Hawks might be worse than the Hornets. I don't think the Hawks are bad. I think the Knicks are a better team. I think the Knicks are a much better team. The Knicks should win this, and the Knicks should win this series in 5 games. Honestly, the Knicks should win 3 at home and 1 in Atlanta. If we're being honest, but again, the media hates fucking New York. They hate every New York team. They talk shit about every New York team. Listen, a lot of New York teams deserve it. The Giants deserve it. The Jets definitely deserve it. The Mets right now, who have lost 11 in a row, they're 7-15, like the worst record in baseball. The Mets, who have like a $700 million, not that high, but what is their payroll? $300 million. They're terrible. But the Knicks are actually good. And so many people just disrespected it. Oh, the Hawks, that's the best chance for an upset in the first round. The Hawks. I hope the Knicks heard that shit and they take it personally. Every New York team is shit? I wouldn't say every New York team is shit. I don't think the Yankees are shit. The Yankees just aren't a championship team. But, I mean, when you're in the playoffs every year, you're not shit. The Knicks certainly aren't shit. The Knicks got to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. They won 53 games. That's not shit. The football teams are shit. That's shit. The hockey team, the Rangers are fucking terrible this year. I don't even know how the Islanders did, but not every New York team is shit. Not every one of them. They're not good enough to win championships, but they're not shit. Oh, trust me, Andrew, the Giants are shit, bro. I'm not. The football teams are crap. Now I hope that the Giants turn this shit around, and I am cautiously optimistic with John Harbaugh as head coach. 2 top 10 picks, and the fact that the Giants blew 5 double-digit leads last year. If they would have held on, they would have won 9 games. They might have even made the playoffs, and that was against a really tough schedule. And they did that without Malik Neighbors and Cam Scatterbo. So, Jackson Dart with a year of development. I'm guessing that my guess is this. I mean, for me, being a defensive guy, my dream for the Giants with those 2 picks is Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs. I would love that. But if they take Styles or Downs at 5, and they go Vega Iwani, however the fuck you say his name, from Penn State, take the guard at 10, I'd be thrilled if they did that. But I just feel you added Isaiah Likely to the offense. I just feel like a better coaching that the Giants could win some games here. JC, thank you for the first one of the night, brother. I appreciate it. I think Mitch farted on him as he walked over him. That's what was the flagrant. Giants over 7.5 wins at plus 100. Go for it. Go for it. No, I don't follow Eric D. Eric D. What's going on? OG Anunoby at the line for 2. And it rattles out. Knicks doing their best Laker imitation at the free throw line tonight. I like Isaiah Likely. I just think with better coaching, the Giants can win some games. I think they have a good young crop of talent. I know they lost Dexter Lawrence, and that sucks, but I mean, the Giants' run defense was total shit with him there anyway. It's not like it's going to get better without him, but I mean, my God, you got to go in a different direction. 1 out of 2. 33-23. The rebuild for the Giants started last year. You got your quarterback. Now it's time to rebuild. Very anxious to see what they do on Thursday. Can't wait to stream that with Chris. I love streaming with Chris, man. I love the football season, being able to stream with him. Here's Zach. That's Corey Kispert out there. Sorry. Here is C.J. McCollum trying to get free. Throws it out in the corner. And, oh, what a shot by Kuminga. The shot clock expired. OG Anunoby was draped all over him like a cheap suit. Still knocked it down. 33-26, New York. Deuce McBride is checked into the game with OG Anunoby, Landry Shamet, Mitch Robinson, and who the hell is that in the corner? That's Jordan Clarkson. Here's a drive. Oh, Shamet. Oh, man. Here's the Hawks back the other way. Pulling up for 3 and knocking it down is Kuminga and Shamet. Shamet slipped down and landed hard on his tailbone. They're going to call that a 2. Look at this right here. He had some condensation, and the dude slammed his tailbone, and his head smacked it. That is a tough fall. Right there, just loses his footing, and ooh. Hope Landry's okay. He just might have got the wind knocked out of him, trying to stretch out the tailbone. That hardwood is unforgiving. And there ain't a lot of padding back there when you hit your tailbone. Well, he's okay. He stayed out there, but that had to fucking hurt. It hurt me watching it. Knicks lead by 5. They're going to get a bad pass. And luckily, Kuminga's saying that one off of Anunoby. These are big minutes for the Knicks. The Knicks got to maintain this lead here without Brunson and Cat on the floor. Here's Deuce McBride with the basketball. McBride driving, had the ball stripped. Here comes Nickeil Alexander-Walker the other way. Gives it off. Corey Kispert lays it in. It's down to 3. 7 in a row for the Hawks. They've outscored the Knicks 7-1 here in the second quarter. Mitch throws it out to McBride out in the corner to OG. Back outside to McBride. Deuce looking for a screen. Gives it off to Shamet on the right wing. Shamet picked up by Kispert. Shamet steps back for 3. That's no good. The Knicks go on ice cold. Long back tap out to Deuce McBride. McBride with the basketball. Knicks get a second chance out of here. Has the top of the circle. Goes around a screen over to the left. Has it to the elbow. Gets along the baseline. Throws it up. Rims out. No good. Rebound by C.J. McCollum. The Knicks can't make a hoop. Kuminga with the basketball. Into the corner goes Jonathan Kuminga. Around a screen by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Picked up by Jordan Clarkson. Gives it off here to McCollum. McCollum on the right wing. Throws it back outside. Kispert with a deep 3. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Walker trying to drive around Shamet. Gets into the paint. Gets hacked. No call. Loose ball's picked up by Corey Kispert. Here is McCollum from way outside. That hit the side of the rim and went out of bounds. The ball belonged to the Knicks. 33-30. New York by 3. 9:21 to go in the second. Yeah, that shit looked like it hurt, man. Hitty the likey, everybody. HW Knight, what up? The Youth Experience, what up? They're better without Trae Young, if I'm being honest. I think they're better without Trae Young. Let's get 100 likes, guys and girls. Deuce McBride will bring it up here for the Knicks. 3 minutes gone by. Knicks lead by 3 in the second quarter. Jordan Clarkson with the basketball. A lot of former Lakers out here tonight. Waiting to see cardio. Here is Clarkson down low to Mitch. Got his own rebound, throws it up and in. Mitch Robinson doing the D down low. Mitch has 6. And the Knicks, Mitch has 8. I'm sorry, short change of a bucket. Down low is, who the hell is that? That is Tony Bradley laying it in. And it's a 3-point game again. Knicks with 22 points in the paint. Like I said, they have dominated down low tonight. Bad pass by Shamet. McCollum's ahead of the pack. Goes up, dunks it down. And Mike Brown says enough of this bullshit. 8:37 to go. Hawks on an 11-2 run. The Knicks lead 35-34. Typical shit, man. I told you that the Knicks and Lakers are just they're so fucking similar. They'll get red hot. They look like they can't be beat, and then all of a sudden they can't make a fucking hoop to save their life. The crazy thing is, man, when Shamet slipped, I don't even think he went out and wiped the floor down. The bench is getting killed. Not Mitch. Mitch has been great. But McBride hasn't done shit. Shamet hasn't done shit. Clarkson hasn't really had an opportunity to do shit yet. But yeah, the bench not doing. The bench is getting outplayed by the Hawks bench right now. Yeah, let's go. Let's get 22 more likes. That would be great. Chat it up in the chat. I mean, I didn't expect a Lakers crowd. I thought doing the Knicks, I thought we'd have more Knicks fans in here, if I'm being honest. It's because it's amazing how many people ask me to stream the Knicks, and then when I finally do, nobody shows up. Yeah, Brunson needs to play a lot. Justin, I don't know why Alvarado's not playing more. Alvarado is a pesky defender, and he brings a lot of energy. I know. Well, there's no Rangers ice. The Rangers are done. The Rangers are done. And it can't, I mean, it's not like it's condensation. Even if the Rangers were playing, I mean, it's cold out. So you ain't got to worry about, the ice melting. So I guess they still go over the ice, don't they? Don't take the ice off of the freaking court, so. But I saw, it's so cold in New York today. I don't think that's what, like in June, that shit would happen a lot. Well, the Knicks are playing in June, because they're going to play in June. The Knicks are going to play in June. One time. Yes, Gabe did play in Game 1. He did play in Game 1. I saw that. I didn't even realize Gabe went to the Hawks. But I saw him out there, and the first thing I thought of was, cardio! I have no idea when me, Chris, and Patty are going to do it again. And the reason being, because Chris and I do Giants Collective twice a week, and that is kind of... that's kind of taken. That's why Chris and I really don't do Talking Giants anymore, because that show is kind of taken. I would still like to do the show with Chris, and maybe this year Chris and I'll get back to doing the Talking Giants thing. I'd like to do that again. Calvin says, "As expected, my Suns are toast. Do you think the NBA play-in needs another look?" Well, I mean, the Suns would have been the 7th seed anyway. They would have automatically made it. I'll be honest, Calvin. I understand the play-in brings some excitement. I don't like it. I don't think a team like the fucking Warriors, who are 7 or 8 games under 500, belong in any kind of playoff. You know? But let's be honest. It's not that the Suns are... I said this to Janice. It's not that the Suns are bad. That Thunder team are defending champions. They're the best team in basketball. There's no shame in losing to Oklahoma City. Shamit out there. It's still the same. Here's Deuce McBride with the basketball. McBride trying to get free. And another bad pass. And another steal. And another dunk. Fucking Knicks with this shitty-ass ball handling. Just lazy passes. And the Hawks have been getting in the passing lanes all night. A 13-2 run. Clarkson goes up, gets fouled. This game is 33-23. Knicks were leading by 10. Oh, Pete and I will do another game together without question. I was talking about it earlier, Hammer. I don't know if you're here, but I'm actually... I've already purchased my tickets for NYYU Day. Free Throw is Good by Clarkson. I've already purchased my tickets for NYYU Day, August 29th. So Pete and I are going to meet in person at the end of August. The Yankees and Red Sox play. And, yep, Pete and I are going to... It's going to be the meeting of the madness and the mania. And I hope that Yankee Stadium can hold the energy. And another fucking missed free throw by the Knicks. And we have a loose ball foul. The Knicks just, let's play like the Lakers. Deuce is definitely not a point guard. Where the fuck is Alvarado right now? Where is Alvarado? Hey! They listen to us here, man. Alvarado's in the game, but so is Deuce. Jose with the drive, the kick. Hart is wide open for 3, and Josh has to knock that down. Corey Kispert the rebound. Knicks have been ice cold in this freaking... What the hell just happened there? Oh, the Knicks made it. Nickeil Alexander-Walker for 3. Shot no good. Good box out. Rebound by Josh Hart. Who else to get it? Hart driving, thriving, goes up, gets hacked. No call. Mitch puts it back up. And boy, where would the Knicks be without Mitch tonight? He's got 10 points and 4 rebounds. Where would they be without Mitch? Here's Walker with a drive, throwing it out. And the mustard's off the hot dog. Way too strong, Alvarado. wanted the basketball, and they wouldn't give it to him. Alvarado was ready to push. Knicks by 2, 7:19 to go in the half. Knicks are going to take a commanding 2 games, do nothing lead in this series, is trying to protect their home court. McBride will give it off here. Brunson is still on the bench for the Knicks, as is Karl-Anthony Towns. Alvarado with a crossover finds Mitch. He ain't going to shoot it from there. He's a bad free throw shooter, so he's definitely not going to take a jump shot. Lazy pass. McBride was able to handle it. 9 to shoot for Deuce. 7 minutes to go in the half. Deuce gets free, pulls up for 3. That's off the side of the rim. Rebound by Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson splits defenders, goes up. A lot of contact. No call, but he leads it with a little kiss. Jordan Clarkson with a bucket. It's 40 to 36. Knicks with 11 second chance points to the Hawks, none. Jalen Johnson has the basketball, had the ball deflected and stolen away. McBride with the basketball. He'll bring it up here for the Knicks, gives it off the Hart, driving down the lane, leaves it off for Mitch, goes up. Mitch can't get the shot to go, but he got fouled, and now we're going to get... It's always an event when Mitch goes to the free throw line. It's always an event. It's always interesting when Mitch hits the stripe. Terrorizing, what up? Dan the Yankee says, get Bridges and Towns back in. Get Brunson back in, too. Shit. Teflon John, what up? It is very, very interesting. My guy terrorizing.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
Mitch at the stripe. It is always a thing. Mitch. Hey! Mitch with a... Mitch is so tall, he like shoots down at the free throw. Like there's no arc. There's no arc on his free throw at all. It's just a line drive. Really? Why was trading Edwin Diaz the best move they made in 10 years? Devin Williams and Luke Weaver ain't been good. I don't know why the Mets take all that. Mitch missed that one by a mile. No, the Hawks can't grab the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Knicks basketball. What's the secret to building muscle? Easy. A lot of working out, bro. Consistent, constant working out. And I'm not talking about going in there and doing the minimum. I'm talking about pushing your body to its limits and then beyond. And having the proper diet, getting enough protein in your system for muscle recovery. That's how you do it. Years of it. Not a month, not 2 months. Brunson goes up, and he missed. Tip is good by Clarkson. More second chance points for the Knicks, who have opened it back up to 7. A 7-0 run by the Knicks. Sorry, an 8-0 run by the Knicks. My bad. Yeah, there's Gabe. Cardio! For old time's sake, I got him. Gabe Vincent, what the fuck? Gabe Vincent comes in here, knocks down a 3 right away. He'd play 15 minutes for the Lakers and not hit one shot. Karl-Anthony Towns and JB are back in the game. Nice pass by Towns, but it was deflected and stolen away. That's another turnover by the Knicks. Jalen Johnson grabs a loose ball, gets into the paint, throws it out. Vincent will try again. That's the cardio that I know. Rebound by Bridges. Bridges, Towns, Josh Hart, Clarkson, and JB out there for the Knicks. Okongwu, Gabe Vincent, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, and Jonathan Kuminga for the Hawks. Knicks by 4, 5:25 to go in the half. Give it off there to Mikal Bridges, back to JB. Brunson goes up. Yes! And the foul! Give him the hoop, the horn, the hack, and the whack. He'll go to Lavity. Oh, and one, JB. Beautiful lean in there by JB. Caught the contact from behind there by Dyson Daniels, who knew he messed up. Brunson able to finish with the right-handed floater as he tickled the twine, and the Knicks up by 6 again. That is the secret to building muscle. This is a lot. I've been working out for 17 years, man. This is crazy, but it's really a lot to do with your diet, and it is constant. Like I said, people go into the gym and they walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes at 3 miles an hour while playing on their phone, and they think they're going to lose weight that way, and they don't. And fucking Knicks missed another fucking free throw, man. It aggravates me when they miss free throws. Daniels out to a Kongwu for 3, and OG Anunoby got a piece. Rebound by Johnson, and loose ball foul on Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, he ended up on the DL. Yeah, Devin Williams sucks. Johnson will inbound to McCollum. CJ with the basketball. Goes around a screen. Gives it off there. Here is Nickeil Alexander-Walker for 3. That's good. Well, it seems like all the Knicks love to miss free throws. I expect it from Mitch. I don't expect it from Brunson. Walker with 6. Brunson with the basketball around the screen over to the right wing. Pulls up for 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound grab by Dyson Daniels. Gives it all there to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. To a Kongwu. Driving down the lane. Goes up. Left it short. Jalen Johnson grabs the ball. But a foul on OG Anunoby. And Hawks go back to the line. Hawks have dominated in this second quarter. They have outscored the Knicks 19. I guess not dominating. But they've outscored them 19-13. But that included a 7-0 run by the Knicks. Oh, he was choking? I didn't know that Diaz was bad for the Dodgers because the Dodgers just seem to win every night. Free throw is good. Well, let's do it now. 4:20 to go in the first half, everybody. 4:20 to go in the half. 4:20 crew, it's April 20th. You know what to do. Smoke them because you got them.
Smoke weed every day.
1 and a 2, and Karl Anthony Towns knocked it over the rim and then headbutted the basketball. It'll be Hawks basketball. Actually, the officials are going to talk it over, see who tapped it off the top of the backboard. Dire Giants fan, what up, brother? It was all the Knicks. CJ McCollum, I'm going to lose my prize picks. Jalen Johnson ain't done jack squat in this game. Neither is Karl Anthony Towns for that matter. He has 2 fucking points. Nickeil Alexander-Walker with the basketball driving down the lane, and that was blocked by Towns. And it's last touch, but it goes out of bounds. It's 24-second shot clock violation. Good defense there by Cat. Walker tried to drive into him, and Karl Anthony Towns said, "Get that shit out of my neighborhood. We taking out the trash, bitch." Karl Anthony Towns with polka dots all over him. I don't know if that's one of those magnets they wear, but it looks hilarious. 45-43. Knicks have led by as many as 10. Hart will give it off there to Mikal Bridges. Bridges gives it off here to OG Anunoby. And OG Anunoby's hacked, and he'll go to the line for 2. Foul on a Kongwu. Both defenses being very aggressive here in the first half. Again, a lot of fouls. Who's on your fantasy team? Oh, Diaz. Gotcha. 13 likes away from 100. Let's get 100 likes, guys and girls. Come on. Free throw. Hey! Knicks made a free throw. How about it? Kentucky Derby, Saturday, May 2nd. I know my guy Hammer wants me to call that, but I can't call a horse race. And that's a day, honestly, free throws are good. Actually, no, that's early. I always thought the Kentucky Derby was the weekend of Mother's Day. Mother's Day is May 10th. I always thought the Kentucky Derby was the second week of May. Step back 3, good. CJ McCollum, 12 points. Knicks lead down to 1. Jalen Brunson with the basketball, gets bumped, drives right around the defender, throws it out. Anunoby in the corner for 3. I don't know why Brunson gave that up. That should have been a loose ball foul on McCollum, and it is. Knicks are in the bonus, so that will send the Knicks to the free throw line. 3:16 to go here in the first half.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
Bob Baffert. I'll tell you, man, I honestly don't know much about horse racing, even though I live in Saratoga County, and obviously horse racing's huge here, but oh my fucking God. Another fucking missed free throw. Knicks missed what? What did Knicks 7 for 13 from the line? Yay! They actually fucking made a free throw. 48-46, Knicks lead by 2. Chance of defense from the Garden crowd. It is the best in the world when it comes to that. The drive and the kick out to Jalen Johnson. Johnson picked up by Josh Hart. Throws it back outside there to Nikhil Alexander-Walker and sets a screen. Down low to Jalen Johnson. Goes up. He's fouled. And Johnson will go to the line for 2. Paul, what up, brother? Thank you so much for supporting the channel, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated.
Thank you for being a friend.
Well, I might take a look at that. Knicks might want to challenge it. It looked like JB was at the spot. Nope, I guess not. And Jalen Johnson makes it. He says, Paul, thank you. He says, I interviewed for the selling life insurance and very quickly realized it isn't for me. Ceiling is high, but the floor is so low you can't see it. That's a tough. Anytime you're selling anything, brother, it's tough. It is a tough line of work. The Knicks are 9 of 15 for the free throw line. That's fucking terrible. Jalen Johnson makes them both. We're knotted up at 48 apiece. But you know what? It's better that you figure that out before you get involved in it and then like, nah, this sucks. So at least you figure that out early. You have a foul on Dyson Daniels. Josh Hart got hit right in the schnozola. We have a timeout on the floor. The under 3-minute TV timeout. I wonder if they're going to take a look and see if this is a flagrant. And it is 48-48. I think the Suns can win 1, but I don't think they're winning more than that. That's going 4 or 5 games. And it's no disrespect to the Suns. That's just how good Oklahoma City is. And I'm going to be honest, whoever wins the Lakers-Rockets series, they're going to be lucky to get more than 1 game, too. They'll be lucky to get more than 1 game. I think the Lakers are really good. I don't think the Lakers are good enough to contest with Oklahoma City. And I'll be honest, the Lakers, I said this before, when the Lakers are getting up with the 4 seed, that they're probably better off. They probably have a better matchup against the Rockets, especially without Luka and Reeves. But it's not going to matter. The Lakers aren't good enough to beat Oklahoma City. I don't think they are. The Lakers would have to play out of their fucking skull. And Oklahoma City would have to. There's a reason you're defending champions and win 63 or 64 games, whatever they won. It's going to be tough for anybody outside of the Spurs to beat them in a 7-game series, in my opinion. A stranger shit's happened. I mean, anything can happen. You know, if SGA got hurt or something, I still think the Thunder are so deep. Even losing him isn't going to cripple them. But the Thunder are just really, they're just really good. I mean, they're so deep. They have so much talent up and down that team. And the officials fucking give them every single fucking call you've ever seen in your life. If you breathe on SGA, it's a foul. If you look at him crooked, it's a foul. So, it's total bullshit. They bail that guy out more than anybody I've ever seen in my life. So, hey, why not? And bring OBJ home. Shit. Why not? Listen, they signed Evan Neal, right? They signed Fa'alele. Those guys are fucking garbage. Bring Odell Beckham in for a camp body and see what he has. Ain't going to cost him anything. It would be a nice story. I don't expect Odell Beckham to contribute a ton. But, I mean, we can go out there and give you 15 or 20. The one thing I'll say about Odell Beckham, he's been through a lot of shit. And Odell Beckham was very immature when he was with the Giants at the beginning of his career. And I think he did a lot of dumb shit. And he said a lot of dumb shit. But I also think people at 33 years old are much more mature than they are at 23. I think Beckham learned from his mistakes. I think Odell Beckham's been very humbled. And he said, I don't I'm not looking to be like a game changer. I just want to be on a team. I think Odell Beckham's leadership for a guy like Malik Neighbors would actually mean the world. I think that would help Malik Neighbors out a lot, where Beckham could talk to him and say, hey, man, don't make the same mistakes I did. Like, I made some mistakes. Don't do what I did. I think his leadership in the locker room would actually be, I think it'd be good. So, Mike, yeah, go Knicks, baby. 4K, what up? You think Lakers are better than the Rockets? Yes, but then the Suns, yes, but the Lakers. Did you see what happened the last 2 times the Lakers played the Thunder? They lost by like 40-plus points each game. The Lakers are down by like 33 at the beginning of the second quarter. Luckily, I was on vacation when that shit was going on. I'm like, glad I didn't stream that one. Now, listen, man, you guys know I'm pulling for the fucking Lakers. You know that. You know I'm pulling for them. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Oh, you're not a Knicks fan, you're a Laker. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I've said this. I've called the Lakers for 8 fucking years. They definitely have a special place in my heart. There's no question. You don't call 700 or 800 games for a team. That's literally how many games I've called. Maybe not that many. No, if you're talking preseason, summer league, postseason, I probably have called 700-800 games. You don't do that and not become somewhat attached to them. But at the same time, the free throw's good. You know damn well when the Lakers play the Knicks, I root for the Knicks. This is no secret. The only two, I root for the Lakers to win 80 games a year and all through the postseason. Unless they play the Knicks. I don't root for them against the Knicks. I root for the Knicks. I will always root for the Knicks. Free throws are good. Dire Giants fan, I don't know. It'll automatically show up. Thank you for being a member for 85 months. It'll show up. Unless they have it, I have to look. I didn't even realize it's been 7 years. Here's Jalen Johnson for 3. Whoa, that was a close rebound by JB. He'll run it up here for the Knicks, leading by 2. Finds Josh Hart underneath. Hart almost stepped out of bounds. Drives baseline, gets knocked down by Jalen Johnson. Will go to the line for 2. The Knicks still in the bonus. Yeah, it was tough, Janice. There was a lot of blowouts yesterday. Well, not the Spurs. That was a pretty easy win for them. Actually, I don't know whether I watched it. I watched part of the Spurs game. I didn't watch it all. Hammer! Hit a year, brother. Thank you guys for being members. Appreciate you. Josh Hart makes the free throw. 51-48. You got that LT badge. There might be a 7-year badge. I gotta look. I think the 7-year. I think the 7-year badge is gonna be. I gotta do a Harbaugh. Do I still have I did get rid of Dable. I might do a Harbaugh badge or something for 7 years. Or maybe I'll wait to see who they draft, and we'll do that. Knicks come away with the basketball. Brunson pulls up for 3, and a swish! Cheese sandwich! JB for 3! And the Knicks are back up by 6. Jalen Brunson with 10 points. McCollum trying to drive on JB, goes up and count the basket and the foul. McCollum has given the Knicks fits. See if I can refresh this. Usually CBS fucks up in the end of the third quarter, not the end of the second quarter, but they're fucking up right now. 6 likes away from 100. Let's go. Free throws good. 54-51 Knicks. I don't believe what? Full squad, you don't believe the Spurs. I have the Spurs coming out of the West. Resurgence Kennel. I have the Spurs coming out of the West. I picked the Spurs to come out of the West. That shot is no good by Bridges. The rebound is grabbed there by, that is Okongwu. Nikhil Alexander Walker with the basketball. Walker driving into Karl Anthony Towns. Goes up with a shot. No good. Rebound by OG Anunoby. Gives it off here to Jalen Brunson. Brunson with the basketball. 90 seconds to go. Knicks lead by 3 in the first half. Brunson steps back behind the arc. Doing a lot of dribbling between the legs. Now he's going to clear it out. Now high screen comes here by Bridges. He's picked up there by McCullum. Throws it out in the corner to Anunoby. A Swiss cheese sandwich. OG for 3. 3 Anunoby's got 9, and the Knicks lead by a half dozen, and that's an offensive foul on Okongwu. That's number 3 as he sets the illegal screen. The Baddog logo as the badge? I can do that. Isn't that what the first... Well, that's an old badge. I probably could do that. I could do that. Mohamed Gay will check in. Okongwu will go to the bench with 3 fouls. 63 seconds ago here in the first half. The Knicks by 6. They've led by as many as 10. The Hawks briefly led here in the second quarter. Cleveland taking care of Toronto, 104-90. Jalen Brunson with the basketball over on the left wing. Brunson with a crossover dribble. Around Gay, goes up. Tough shot, off balance, no good. Rebound by Jalen Johnson. Johnson will run it up here. Throws it out. McCullum for 3. And again, McCullum is just twisting the Knicks up in knots right now. 57-54. McCullum has 18 to lead the Hawks. He's 6 for 8 from the field. Brunson brings it into the front court for New York. It's picked up by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Blows by him, goes up with a shot. He lays in with a little kiss. Walt Clyde Frazier, what a legend he is. One of the greatest Knicks of all time. And the last time the Knicks won a championship, Walt Clyde Frazier was a point guard. McCullum open again for 3 off a screen. Shot was short. Brunson grabs the rebound on the run. Brunson and the Knicks can hold for a final shot, and that's exactly what they'll do, leading by 5. 12 seconds ago here in the first half. Brunson says, clear it out. I want to take my man off the dribble. He drives. He thrives. He had the ball stripped out of bounds, and it was last touched by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Knicks will have 2 seconds to shoot. Yeah, emoji of A-Rod choking out Vertec. That'd be great. Brunson looking. Brunson got to get it in bounds. Does. Here is Bridges. Yes, he tickles the twine as the buzzer goes off. Wanted to foul, didn't get it, but the basket is good. The Knicks lead by 7 at the half, 61-54. Let's go. Good half for the Knicks. All right, let me give you guys and girls the stats in the first half before I go frickin' potty. Hit that thumbs up, guys and girls. We're 5 away from 100. All right, for the Atlanta Hawks, Okongwu, 2 out of 4 from the field. Both of those were 3-pointers, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Jalen Johnson is 0 for 4, 4 points, 3 rebounds, assist. Hammer, I know that you always say when you take players, when you pick more or less on players, get light, there you go. When you take more or less on players, you always say you curse them. I do the same shit. I took Jalen Johnson tonight to go over 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And he's got 4 points and 3 rebounds. So there you go. He also has 1 assist, but there you go. Same shit happens to me, brother. CJ McCollum, 6 for 9 for the field, 3 out of 5 from downtown, 18 points to lead all scorers. 1 rebound, 3 assists. Nickeil Alexander-Walker's 2 for 7, 1 out of 2 from downtown, 6, 3, and 3 for him. Dyson Daniels, 1 out of 2, 4 points, 2 assists. Off the bench, Corey Kispert, 1 out of 2, 2 points, a rebound and an assist. Jonathan Kuminga, 3 out of 5, 1 out of 2 from downtown, 8 points for him. Mohamed Gay played 3 minutes, didn't score. Tony Bradley, 1 for 1, 2 points and an assist. Gabe Vincent, 1 out of 2 from downtown, 3 points for Gabe. Hawks shot 17 of 37, 46%. 8 of 18 from downtown, 44%. Knicks destroying them on the backboards, 25-13. For the Knicks, OG Anunoby, 2 out of 5, 1 out of 3 from downtown, 9 points, 5 boards. Karl Anthony Towns, so I had over 20.5 points tonight, 2 out of 3, 4 points for him. I like Karl Anthony Towns, but this motherfucker shrinks up every postseason. He only took 3 shots. 2 out of 3 in the field, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Josh Hart was the easiest pick of the night for me. Over 12, taking more than 12.5 rebounds and assists. He's 3 for 7. He has 10.7 rebounds, 4 assists. That was the easiest pick of the night. Mikal Bridges, good half. 3 out of 6 from the field. 2 for 3 from downtown. 10 points for Mikal. Jalen Brunson just 5 out of 13. 2 out of 5 from downtown. Leads the Knicks for 12 points, 6 assists. He also has 2 rebounds. Mitch Robinson, gigantic minutes for Mitch. 5 for 5 from the field. 11 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of blocks. Jordan Clarkson, 2 for 2, 5 points, 2 boards. Landry Shamet, 0 for 1, didn't score. Jose Alvarado played 1 minute. Don't know why you bring him in there for a minute. Obviously didn't do anything. And Deuce McBride, not much in the way of anything from him either. 0 for 3, no points and a rebound. Knicks are 22 of 45, 49%, just 5 of 17 from downtown, 29%. Your team stats look like this. From the free throw line, the Hawks 12 for 15. The Knicks a pathetic 12 out of 19 from the field. Knicks with 7 offensive rebounds. The Hawks with just 1. Each team with 8 turnovers. Hawks turnovers allowed led to 12 Knicks points. Knicks 8 turnovers led to 8 Hawks points. Hawks lead on the break 13-10. Knicks dominating in the paint 32-16. Hawks' largest lead was 1, and they've led 1% of the way. The Knicks have led pretty much throughout. They've had a lead as large as 11. They've led 91% of the way. They lead at the half by a touchdown, 61-54. Now we read the stats. Ivana's going to keep it company. You're going to give me that last like so I can get 100. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, thank you guys for 100 likes. Again, I want to give a big shout out. Big shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring the show tonight. Check out PrizePicks, guys and girls. It is America's #1 app, available in most states, including California, Texas, and Florida. It's really easy. You just pick more or less than a few players, lock in your lineup. Use the promo code HMA, get $50 instantly when you play your first $5. And, of course, make sure you pick responsibly. These are my picks for tonight. You take a look at it. I am not doing well right now. Jalen Johnson, I have him over 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists, and he has 7 in the first. I suck so bad at basketball. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. Now, you know this. I am live 15 minutes to a half an hour before the stream tips off, right? Every game. Lakers, it's going to be a half an hour. Knicks would have been 2, but I'm at the gym. I'm at the gym. I got to come home. I got to eat. But I'm live. I show these picks at the beginning of my streams. If you want to win, pick against me when I do basketball. I'm good at baseball. I've won a couple of good. I've hit a couple of good power plays on baseball. I'm good at that. I suck at basketball. So if you want to score on PrizePicks, pick against me. Jalen Johnson has 7 points, rebounds, and assists. Josh Hart, that was an easy one. He has 11 rebounds and assists right now. So I took him I took him more than 12.5, easy. Karl Anthony Towns, I have him more than 20.5 points. Motherfucking guy's got 4 points of the half. I ain't doing good. But I do love PrizePicks. It's easy, and you're never going to get bored on that app. Ever. It's a lot of fun. Links in the description. Check it out. My wife is texting me. I don't know what the hell this is about. What is she saying here? My wife's sending me some interesting stuff. Dennis, what's going on, man? Jeremiro, what up? You need 40. What does Brunson have right now? JC, I think the Knicks are going to beat this. I mean, they got to get by the Hawks here. I think the Knicks can beat the Celtics. I do. I think the Knicks can beat the Celtics. Cleveland about to take a 2-0 lead on the Raptors. I don't know why I just went to that game. Hopefully the Knicks can take a 2-0 lead here. Brunson has 12, 2, and 6. I mean, he's halfway. At least he's got you 20. Jalen Johnson is like a fifth away from me. He has 8 of 38, 8 of 39. Hart's going to get me more. Nelson, what's going on, man? Flip, what up? Celtics going to the finals? What does that have to do with the price of the tea in China? What does the Magic beating the Pistons one game have to do with the price of tea in China? The Celtics aren't getting by the Knicks. Knicks are going to beat the Celtics again. It's going to happen. No, Janice, it was nothing like that. It's just talking about my wife and my kid they're both Aries. So she sent me something about there's different types of Aries. And my wife is very much that type of Aries where she's going to give you her opinion. She don't give a fuck, but it takes a lot to piss her off. But once you piss her off, she going to let you know. And she's going to use colorful language. She don't give a fuck, and that's pretty much what it said. It said you're the type of person who wants to know everything, and you're very smart, and that is my wife. That's the way she is. The other part was like I forgot. Same thing with my kid, I guess, because like I said they're a couple days apart. I don't know. I don't believe in any of that stuff. I'm not a what you call it? What the fuck is that shit called? Zodiac sign stuff. Although I will admit that I think that my personality is what a Leo says it is. I don't know. No, I don't plan on covering the Yankees Red Sox this week. No. Way too much shit going on. I got NBA playoffs. I got Giants. I have the Giants draft. So no, probably not. Probably not. Yeah, Dashy's got to be happy about that. Astrology, yeah, I'm not into that shit. A couple of my in-laws are like big into. My wife's aunt's big into that stuff. They get fucking psychic readings and stuff. I never believed any of that stuff. Although I will say this about probably 5 years before we decided to have a child. I was so dead set against having children. And I remember my wife said, psychic told my mother, your oldest daughter's going to have a child. And I said, that just goes to show you that they're full of shit. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about because they're never having children. Have a child. It's the best thing I've ever done in my life. Is having my son. So, I don't know. They knew something. And like I said, there was no thought of that at that time. None. Dead set against it. I have a kid. It's weird. I remember her saying they're gonna your oldest daughter's gonna have a kid, but the husband is just waiting for them to be financially secure enough to make sure you're comfortable and that you can support. That woman never met me in her life. And that is exactly the way I am. Fiscally responsible. Our Giants fan, thank you, brother. I know it's a basketball stream. We're 3 days away. Giants may trade up their second round pick. Trade. You mean trade back to get a third round pick? I can see them trading back in the second round, definitely. They may even trade back in the first round, depending on what they can get. I don't think they're trading out of the fifth spot, though. I don't. I think the Giants are going to take a guy that they want at 5. 10, I guess it would depend on how far back they have to go and if they think they can get their guy. But I don't know. Lakers might win in 7 if KD doesn't come back. I'll be honest, Taco Master. I think the Lakers can win that series anyway. I said that before. I mean, you're in every stream. I mean, I said that before that I think that the Lakers can beat the Rockets. I think that was the best match. I'm not saying they're going to, but I feel like that was a much better matchup than playing Minnesota. I think they would have lost to Minnesota. I think they can beat Houston, but it doesn't really matter. They're not going farther than that. I would be shocked out of my gourd if the Lakers pushed Oklahoma City to a 7th game. A 6th game even. But again, stranger shit has happened. I mean, the Lakers can play really good basketball. They are capable of it. They're just very inconsistent, and it doesn't win in the postseason. They're like the Yankees. The Yankees will beat up on really shitty teams, but the Yankees are very inconsistent, and that doesn't win in October. And in basketball, it doesn't win in May. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll take it one game at a time, brother. That's all we can do. Knicks will start with the basketball here in the third quarter. It is Karl Anthony Towns giving it off to OG Anunoby out there to Josh Hart. Hart pulls up for 3. Swish! Cheese sandwich! Joshy Washy! Knocking down the triple. Here's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Okongwu with the basketball. Okongwu leaves it off. McCollum pulls up for the 3. That's off the mark. Rebound is grabbed by Karl Anthony Towns out to Josh Hart. Running into the front court is Josh. Leaves it off for the trailer. Towns from way downtown. Swish! Cheese sandwich. Karl Anthony from way downtown. I thought you said a third rounder. My bad. And there's a lay in there by Jalen Johnson. Well, I guess as good as my prize picks. Towns and Johnson scored. I don't know that the Giants would do that. I guess it depends if they really like a guy. You could trade up into the back end of the first round to get the fifth-year option on a guy, but I don't know. We're going to see. Hart fades, fires, and he tickles the twine. Joshy Washy continues to dominate. I love Josh Hart, man. I haven't bought a Knicks jersey in frickin' years. I would buy a Josh Hart jersey. He reminds me of John Starks. He just does. That ball is tipped up and in by Jalen Johnson. The Knicks wanted a offensive basket interference. They did not get it. 69-58. Knicks by 11. I would buy a Josh Hart jersey. We have a foul away from the ball. It's on the Hawks. It's on Jalen Johnson. 69-58 just underway here in the third quarter. If the Lakers lose a game, listen, Talkmaster, I'm not gonna sit here and blow smoke up Laker fans' asses. I mean, Oklahoma City kicked the living fuck out of the Lakers. They kicked the shit out of them. It wasn't close. Like, the Lakers should have forfeited. It was that bad. Down low they go. The ball's knocked away. Good defense by Jalen Johnson. Knicks will have the ball underneath their own basket. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. They'll have 8 seconds to shoot. But I'm Giants, and I'm looking forward to the draft on Thursday without question. Here is Brunson off a screen. Steps back for 3. That one's no good. The rebound is grabbed there by McCollum. Should have been fucking grabbed by Jalen Johnson. He gives it off to Jalen Johnson. Okongwu setting the high screen. Johnson now goes back to the right. Throws it out there to Dyson Daniels. Out in the corner. Okongwu 3. No. Rebound battle for. Taken away by Karl Anthony Towns. And Karl Anthony Towns fires it out of bounds. Karl Anthony Towns mustered off the hot dog as he fired it into the bench. McCollum will bring it up here for Atlanta. The Big A, Hotlanta, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Daniels driving into the lane. Gives it off to Jalen Johnson. Johnson looking to make a move. Johnson backing down the defender. Throws it out here to McCollum. Right around. Hart goes up with the left hand and lays it in. Falls down in his back pockets. Knicks are going to try to run and take advantage of the... Here's Hart down the lane. Hart goes up. Missed the shot. Karl Anthony Towns gets it back and puts it in. Cat with a little kiss. Chance of defense from the Garden crowd. Down low, Okongwu got free. Good pass by Jalen Johnson as he found Okongwu underneath for the deuce. It's 71-62 Knicks by 9. Brunson with the basketball. Has it. Gets it back. Throws it out there to OG Anunoby. Gets free underneath the basket. Goes up and throws it down with a two-handed. Boom! Shakalaka. When we do we gotta roll the sleeves up. Boom! Shakalaka. There we go. Because we're leaning out. We're looking better now. Here's Dyson Daniels with a rack. No good. Okongwu puts it back up and in. And Anunoby a little shaken up. Leaning out, man. I'm down 6 pounds in 2 weeks. Now my body's it's gonna be harder for me to lose weight. But just here's Brunson to the rack. He was fouled. Late whistle. He was banged. That's Okongwu's 4th. It was a late whistle, but Brunson was definitely bodied as he went to the rack. He'll go to the line for 2. Yeah, 6 pounds. You want to talk about a low-calorie diet. Right now, I sit at about 1,400 to 1,600 calories a day. Sometimes less. Yesterday, I think I had like 900 calories. Because it's time to lean out. It's summer. It's time to see the veins in my lower abs. It's time to look sick again. That's the way we do it. It's a vicious fucking cycle. Free throw, good. Irish, I don't think I ever knew you lived in Texas. I know you didn't live in New York, but I don't think I ever knew you lived there. You probably told me. Yeah, a lot of people from Texas represent. You and Hammer from Texas. Chago Master says Knicks are ahead. I'm worried. Yeah. We're not playing the Pacers. You should be okay. Brunson has 14-7. The Knicks have an 11-point lead under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Jalen Johnson going to give it off there to Dyson Daniels. Daniels picked up by Karl Anthony Towns. Gives it back to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Walker back to Dyson Daniels out in the corner. Mohamed Gay for 3. No. Rebound grab by Josh Hart. There goes my hit him on the prize picks. Josh Hart going to give it off to JB. Fakes, drives, baseline, goes up, reverse, no good. Rebound by Towns, puts it up and a little kiss. That's the Karl Anthony Towns I want to see. That's what I'm talking about. That's the cat that I want to see. Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. 7:27 to go. That's my birthday, 7:27. 77-64, Knicks by 13. Tian Pyro, what up? Hit that thumbs up. Thank you for 114 likes, ladies and gents. What up? 500 miles west. I always thought Jedi lived in Louisiana because she's a Saints fan. I thought she lived in Louisiana. Hey, shit, we just went over 154,700 subscribers. Thank you guys and girls for subscribing. I appreciate you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. And again, if you're kind of subscribed, make sure you come back for future streams. I will do my best to cover all the Knicks games in the post, as many as I can. Yep. And Leggy, Smaggy to Subby. Indeed. She lives in El Paso. I always thought she lived in Louisiana. I always thought she lived there. Because she's a Saints fan, I just assumed. Haven't seen her in a long time. Yes, I will be live during the draft. Yep. Chris and I will be live. On Friday, the Lakers play at 8, I believe. So I'm going to have to dip early, but the Giants don't have a third-round pick, so I'll be there. They pick right at the beginning of the second round. I'll be there for that. Then I'm going to have to dip and do the Lakers, and then Chris and I will be live all day Saturday. Well, we'll be live a lot of the day Saturday. A lot of times we don't stay for like the 7th round. We'll figure it out. But definitely night ones on this channel. Chris and I always do it. Night 1 on my channel, days 2 and 3 on his. And I always joke around and say it's my wife's favorite weekend of the year because I'm Chris's problem. Because we hang out all weekend. So. It is what it is. I don't think they're getting Jeremiah Love. I think it's Styles. I think Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs. It might be Downs and Tyson, or it might be Styles and Tyson. I don't know what the Giants are going to do. I don't know what the Giants are going to do. We'll see. You thought Irish? I knew he didn't live in Ireland. He's just Irish Rover. I mean, Kevin is an Irish name. Jules, what's going on, buddy? I agree, Bliss fan. Let's get this sweep, bro. Let's get this sweep. Jalen Johnson had 23-7 in game 1. 8-4 tonight because I took him. I took him more than 38.5. So he ain't done jack shit. I have the same curse as Hammer. Karl Anthony Towns trying to get it together. Dyson Daniels going to hand it off to McCollum off a screen for 3. McCollum was red hot. Rebound there by Karl Anthony Towns. Gives it off to Brunson. The Knicks with a 13-point lead. 5 minutes going by in the third quarter. Jalen Brunson with the basketball is going to give it off there to Karl Anthony Towns. Back to JB on the right wing. Picked up by Muhammad Gay. Goes right around him. Drives down the lane. Goes up. Had it blocked by Gay. And that's going to be a foul. So Jalen Brunson will go back to the line for two. Knicks looking to extend their largest lead of the night. It might have been a McCollum. Either way, it is on the Hawks and Jalen Brunson at the line. Yay! Knicks have their largest lead of the night, a 2-touchdown advantage. They're up 78-64. Yeah, Vega Ione, definitely. I mean, I know what the Giants are going to do. They really like Jordan Tyson. I guess he went out to dinner with the Giants. I just worry about Jordan Tyson's injury history, man. I worry about that shit. I missed another fucking free throw. Knicks missed fucking 8 free throws. McCollum gives it off, and that shot is good by Dyson Daniels as he filled the lane and laid it in. 78-66, Knicks by a dozen. JB will bring it into the front court here for the Knicks. Going to give it off there to Josh Hart. Now back to JB. I'm sorry, it's Karl Anthony Towns. Now back to Jalen Brunson, double teamed up high. Give it off there to Cat. Giving it off here. The drive, the kick. Anunoby's got 3 to shoot. Down the lane goes OG to the rack. No good. Karl Anthony Towns put it up and in. It's 80-66 as Karl Anthony Towns has come alive in the third. Jalen Johnson with the basketball over on the right wing around a screen at the free throw line. Into the paint he goes. Has to give it off. Walker floats it up from 4 feet. Can't get it to go. And we have a loose ball foul on Josh Hart, who does not like the call. That's his first. Karl Anthony Towns has definitely come to life here. Attacking the rack. Cleaning up the boards. A couple of offensive rebounds and put. This is the Karl Anthony Towns the Knicks need. This guy. Well, he did not. It was a whistle. I guess he did not give him the shooting foul. McCollum got away with a travel. Goes up and under and throws a bad pass. Got it back. Out to Nikhil Alexander-Walker for 3. That's off the front of the rim. And the rebound is grabbed by who else but Josh Hart. Hart gives it out. Bridges for 3. That one never had a shot. Rebound by Jalen Johnson. And they'll start it up here for the Birds. Johnson across the timeline. Into the paint he goes. Gets bumped. Throws it up. And gets the basket in the foul. And Jalen will go to the line for the old and one. Janice! Thank you so much, my lady. I appreciate you.
Thank you for being a friend.
She says, I'm laughing because we were just talking about superstitions, etc. My new debit card came out. The 3-digit number is 666. It's a great omen. If you get my drift. Towns has picked up his third foul. Mitch is going to check in, but Towns will stay out there. Tony Bradley's also checked. Mitch had a great first half. 11 points, 5 rebounds off the bench on 5 out of 5 shooting. Jalen Johnson converts the old-fashioned three-point play. Well, I mean, at least these guys are making it interesting on my prize picks because both Johnson and Towns have come to life here in the third quarter. Knicks lead by 11. JB will bring it up here for New York. Brunson around a screen to the top of the circle. Picked up by Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Mitch sets the high screen. Brunson over to the right wing. Brunson back into the paint. Spinning, fading away. And Brunson tickles the twine. JB says, yes, sir. 82-69, Knicks by 13. Brunson 17-7. Karl Anthony Towns, great defense there. Hart with another rebound. And that was really aggressive by Cat with 3 fouls. Brunson driving. Brunson lost the basketball, stolen away here by C.J. McCollum. McCollum with the basketball, gets fouled, and we'll see if it was on the floor. Josh, what's going on? Thank you for being here. My debit card is 6969. Troy, what up? You guys got some good numbers. A lot of 6s out there. 69, 69, 666. It was not a shooting foul. That's 3 fouls on Brunson. McCollum with the basketball. That's going to be foul number 4 on Jalen Brunson. He just picked up 2 quick fouls, and now Brunson's going to have to go to the bench. Not smart. Not a smart foul by Jalen Brunson. V-Man, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. Well, I mean, we're halfway to a dono train. I don't know if we're getting a dono train tonight, but halfway there. Free throw is good by CJ. One more coming here.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for supporting the stream, brother. I really appreciate it. He says, I hope everybody had a happy 420 to my fellow Puerto Ricans. Happy Jose de Diego Day. Now let's go Knicks. Let's go 420 Green. All to do it is April 20th.
Smoke weed every
And let's go Knicks. McCollum has 22. Brunson is out there with 4 fouls. Brings it into the front court. Brunson gets free. Floats it up and tickles the twine. JB getting in the lane. The Knicks have really dominated in the paint. 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. By 4:20 to go again. 420 crew. It's 420 days. Smoke him because you got him.
Smoke weed every day.
McCollum with the basketball. McCollum driving down the lane. Pushes off on Jalen Brunson and gets the bounce. It should have been an offensive foul, honestly. He pushed off with the off-arm. Irish Rover, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Brilly. Who wants to drive the bitch out of the station, baby? One more dono. Drive that bitch. Open up the crazy train. Brunson with the basketball. Knicks by 11. Brunson into the paint. Banging into Walker. And Walker strips it away. Jalen Johnson comes away with the ball. Johnson against Hart goes up. And can't get it to go. Tapped in by Kuminga. And it's 84-75. Hawks, the Knicks have done a good job of not allowing second chance points. My guy terrorizing. Smoke weed every day. They start the engine. And there is Carly. Well, they're going to wave that off. Foul on the floor. It was on Kuminga. Irish Rover, thank you, brother. Let's go.
Thank you for being a friend.
That's right. Drive that fucking crazy train out of the station one time. Choo-choo, baby. Choo-choo. Well, shit, we're halfway to another dono train now. We have a time under the floor. 3:21 to go in the third. The Knicks lead by 9. Hammer! Thank you, brother. Halfway to another one. And another one. And another one. And another one.
Josie's on a vacation far away.
Let's go.
Cash rules everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
I'm not doing the Nuggets game, no. When I'm done with this, I'm going to go upstairs. Have a little snack. Going to go to bed. Going to go to bed. I don't have doubleheaders in me anymore, man. I don't have doubleheaders in me. One game's enough. One game's enough. This isn't my job. One's enough. Knicks and Lakers. We cover the East and the West Coast. Now, if the Lakers get knocked out, I told you I'm probably going to cover the Spurs if they get knocked out. Halfway to another one. Anybody want to pull the bitch out one more time? Where we at? This is the greatest song ever made, man. That's why I like. It's my favorite song of all time.
Josie's on a vacation far away.
If I let that play, I get blocked in some countries. Isn't that crazy? I get like 5 seconds. If I play Crazy Train, it just demonetizes me. Nothing else happens. If I play the outfield, it demonetizes me and blocks me in some countries. Crazy. We got this, though. Got this. My guy Bodo tunes in. Get copyrighted for that one, too. They don't allow you to play shit for music. I get copyrighted for this one, too. Not when I do the Yankees, though. I don't get copyrighted when they do the... But in the basketball, they copyright me. I got the... Yep. Henny to likey! Smack it, subby.
Send in the clown.
That's what we got when Aaron Boone comes out. That's what we got when Aaron Boone comes out. Botomania is running wild. That's right. Botomania. Botomania is running wild. Guy at the gym told me today, he said, he told me, he goes, you need to make merchandise that says Bad Dog Knows Ball. That was what he told me. He's like, you need a shirt that says Bad Dog Knows Ball. Sure, my guy DWG could design one. I mean, shit. I should put the little Laker Dog logo up here. Is that still on my... I wonder if I have that. I'll see if I can do that during the commercial break. Knicks in the basketball leading by 9. And Towns can't get the 3 to go. The rebound is grabbed there by Kuminga. He'll give it off here to McCollum. Racing into the front court. Alvarado's checked in for the Knicks. So has Landry Shamet and Deuce McBride. McCollum goes up over Towns and lays it in. The only starter out there for the Knicks is Karl Anthony Towns. Tony Bradley out there and Nikhil Alexander Walker. C.J. McCollum. Jonathan Kuminga and Jalen Johnson. Alvarado with the basketball for the Knicks. Towns looking like Ewing as he goes to the rack and scoops it up in the front of the rim and tickles the twine. That looked like old school Patrick Ewing before Ewing's knees and feet were killing him, but that's exactly what that looked like. Johnson driving. Johnson double teamed, gets caught behind the backboard. What a pass to Kuminga, who can't hit the 3. Rebound by Alvarado. Jose runs into the front court. Alvarado has the energy of an Energizer Bunny. Towns for 3! Swish! Cheese sandwich from way downtown! Hawks over 6 from downtown in the corner. Knicks 3 for 6. Karl Anthony Towns said, Bad Dog, I got you, bro. I got you. Have faith, brother. McCollum fouled on... Oh, they called an offensive foul as... I don't think that was on McCollum. I think that was on the screen. Somebody got wiped out there. Towns is definitely looking like he can get me more than 20 and a half now. He's got like... Towns is what? 10, 12 in this quarter? Oh, McCollum is talking shit to Alvarado. I love Jose Alvarado. He used to piss me off when he was on the Pelicans because he's just such a pest. And they're whispering in pleasant, sweet nothings in each other's ears, and we have another foul on the Hawks. I like Alvarado. That's the type of guy you hate playing against. He just gets under your skin because he's relentless. The guy never, ever quits. So he's the type of guy you hate to play against, but you love him on your team. Kind of reminds you of the way Cam Payne used to play. Cameron Payne used to do that shit. Karl Anthony Towns with the basketball driving down the lane on Bradley, and that's an offensive foul on Towns, and that's number 4 on Cat. He used the off arm to get along the baseline there, and he just weighs it all. Kind of hooked Bradley as he went by, and he says, pish tosh. So he's going to go to the bench. 89-77 Knicks, 100 seconds ago in the quarter. Knicks led by 7 at the half. Crowd on their feet in the Garden. Chance of defense. Alvarado all over Kuminga. Stripped the basket. Oh, they called a foul. That looked like a lot of ball by Jose. A lot of ball. Let's see. Isaac, man, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Brilly. We're one away now because there's not a lot of people in the chat. Thank you, brother. Shoot. One more, baby. One more. Irish started it. Hammer went to the train. Isaac started the engine. Turned the keys. Now we just need someone to drive it out of the station. Free throws are good. Muta Grau, what up? That's the thing. Karl Anthony Towns can be great at any given moment. He can be inconsistent. That's the issue with him. But what a third quarter. And an Obi down the lane. He lost the ball, but Mitch gets it and throws it down with a two-handed. Boom! Shakalaka. How great has Mitch been tonight? 91-79. Mitch, 6 for 6, 13 points off the bench. Shamet knocked it away from Kuminga. The Knicks defense all of a sudden ratcheting it up here. They're starting to irritate the Hawks. You can kind of see the Hawks are getting a little bit flustered with this swarming Knicks defense. Spike Lee's a clown. I'm not going to argue. He kind of is a clown. Not as big of a clown as Stephen A. Smith. He is King Clown. McCollum off balance three. Way off the mark. Mitch taps it back outside. Here is McCollum again. Kuminga faking the shot. That three's no good. Dyson Daniels, the offensive rebound, floats it up. That's no good. Hey, Knicks got a rebound. OG says, give me that damn ball. 40 seconds ago in the third, the Knicks with a 12-point lead. And Alvarado had it stripped. Got it back, lost it. He and Bradley on the floor. That's going to be a jump ball. Do other Knicks fans think there's people that think I'm a Laker fan. I don't know. I've never given two fucks what people think about me anyway, but even less so on the internet. I don't really care. I know what I am. I watched the Knicks when Bernard King was there, and fucking Rory Sparrow and Trent Tucker and Kenny Skywalker and Gerald Wilkins and Lewis Orr and frickin' Kiki Vandeweghe. I was there for all that shit. Gerald Henderson. I remember Mark Jackson, Rod Strickland. Hawks win the tip. Tony Bradley with the basketball, driving on Mitch. And great defense by Mitch. Might have got a piece. Boy, Mitch is so good at what he does. Knicks fans on their feet as the Knicks will hold for a final shot here. In the third quarter, Alvarado with the basketball, driving down the lane, goes up with a shot. It is no good. Back tapped and grabbed there by McCollum. McCollum throws up a shot. It's no good. And that is the end of the third quarter. Another good quarter by the Knicks. They lead by 12. They have pretty much led throughout. They got 12 minutes of play, trying to take a 2-0 lead in the Eastern Conference semifinals. 91-79, Knicks in front. Go New York, go New York, go. Damn right. Damn straight. How do you like it? Smack the subby. We reached 154.7, so I appreciate that. Appreciate you. And, of course, I'll be live for the Lakers tomorrow night. They play at 10 or 10:30. When the hell do the Lakers play tomorrow? They play later. 10:30. So I'll be live at 10 o'clock in New York, 7 o'clock in Los Angeles, 10 o'clock Wednesday morning in the Philippines. The Lakers and the Rockets game 2. Hope the Lakers can take a 2-0 lead. Derek Harper, Latrell Sprewell, yeah, of course. I mean, all those guys. I'm talking about way back in the 80s when they were bad. But I remember all of those guys. But yeah, obviously the 90s Knicks. Derek Harper, Rolando Blackman, Doc Rivers, Anthony Mason, John Starks, obviously Greg Anthony, all those guys. Xavier McDaniel, who the Knicks should have never let go at any point. But freaking Herb Williams. I remember all those Knicks. Hopefully the Knicks can close this out, Dan, but I'm happy with the Giants' return on the Dexter Lawrence trade. Very happy about that. NYG Forever, what up? New York Pinstripes, what up? Solution. John Starks is my favorite player of all time. I actually said I should have worn my John Starks jersey. Next Knicks game I do, I'll wear the John Starks jersey. That's my favorite. That's my guy. Always, not the most talented guy, obviously, but I've never seen anybody more tenacious and do so much with the talent he had. And he was a little unhinged. And John Starks gave you 200% effort every fucking night. He was a streak shooter. Everybody knows the guy will always get crapped on for Game 7 of the 94 finals. It's just bullshit because the Knicks wouldn't even made it to Game 7. Starks was so good in that series. He was bad in Game 1. He was bad in Game 7. All the other games, he was fantastic. And I will go to my grave saying, if Olajuwon, I still have nightmares about this shit. If Olajuwon does not come off of Ewing in Game 6 and get a piece of Starks' 3, the Knicks are champions. John Starks could not miss. He had 16 points in the fourth quarter. You look at him catch that ball in stride, square up his shoulders. That was going in, and the Knicks would have been champions. And John Starks would have never had a Game 7. And he would have been a fucking hero, and his number would be retired. Didn't happen. So he took a lot of crap. He takes a lot of crap for that still, but I love the guy. I don't care. I love those guys that just spit blood and do every little thing possible. And he played Jordan as tough as anybody could play him. Nobody could stop Michael Jordan. But Starks, a couple games got the better of Michael Jordan, especially in 93. Those first 2 games in the Garden, Starks got the better of Jordan. And then, of course, Charles Smith in Game 5 fucked everything up. And anyway, we're back to action. I don't want to dwell. I got enough fucking bad memories about the Knicks. I have good memories, but I got some heartbreak there. And I was going to say, why'd that keep going? Bridges clotheslined Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Yeah, Starks would drive you crazy. There's no question. He definitely would. But that's my favorite player. Dominique Wilkins was my favorite player growing up. I still love Nick. Just one of my... I absolutely loved him in the 80s. And a bad pass, and Kuminga couldn't handle it. Just careless turnover there by the Hawks. Bad pass by Kispert. I loved Nick. I had a Nick jersey. He was so electric. I loved him, man. I loved Dominique Wilkins growing up. And then, Nick started... kind of fell off, and Starks became my guy. Knicks in the basketball leading by 12. It's Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, Mitchell Robinson. And Robinson, I thought he was fouled there, stolen away by Walker out to Kispert. Kispert goes up, lays it in. OG Anunoby's out there for the Knicks. It's 91-81. McBride, Mitch, Anunoby, Bridges, and Alvarado for the Knicks. Kispert, Kuminga, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Kongwu, and Gabe Vincent out there. Alvarado for 3. That one's short. Rebound by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Walker comes back the other way. Knicks by a dime. Neither team shooting the 3 well. Hawks 8 for 27. Knicks 8 for 24. So neither team lighting it up from beyond the arc. Kongwu playing with 4 fouls. Goes around a screen. Beautiful double screen. Beautiful screen there by the Hawks. And they just teed up Kongwu. Oh, no. There's a timeout by Mike Brown. I thought they teed up Kongwu for hanging on the rim. So Mike Brown says, enough of this shit. Hawks with a couple of quick baskets here. A minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Timeout Knicks, 91-83. Knicks in front. No regrets. What up? How can I be the GOAT when you're the GOAT? Patrick, I think... give me Ewing, man. Ewing in his prime. Ewing before the injuries. Ewing was... One thing about those Knicks teams, and this is why This is why fans love those 90s Knicks, even though they didn't win a championship. That team, those guys, the Ewings, the Starks, the Anthony Masons, the Larry Johnsons, the Latrells, the Allen Houstons, they all just, Charlie Ward, they all gave you everything they had. The Derek Harpers, they gave you everything they had every night. When it came to the Knicks, there was really never a time where you questioned, are they giving 100% effort? You know, one thing I'll say about the Knicks, those 90s Knicks teams, and it used to drive me crazy. The Knicks were very tough physically. They really were. They kind of copied themselves after the Bad Boys. They were in great shape, and they just wore teams down with their physicality, and they would usually pull away in the fourth quarter. The problem with the Knicks was they were mentally weak, and if teams would punch them in the mouth and the Knicks would get down, they would start to sulk. The Lakers do this shit, by the way. But the Knicks would start to kind of unravel, and they could come apart. And that used to drive me crazy. That they could just fall apart at any minute. But still, fans love those guys. Fans love your Charles Oakleys, and they love your Larry Johnsons and Patrick Ewing and John Starks and Allen Houston and, you know, Anthony Mason, God rest his soul. But obviously Charles Oakley's not allowed in the Garden anymore because he said shit about the owner. But anytime any of those 90s Knicks show up on the scoreboard, they get a huge ovation. So they definitely gave everything. Van Gundy and Pat Riley, same thing. You know. Knicks had great rivalries in the 90s. Early 90s, it was the Bulls. Middle 90s, it was the Pacers. Late 90s, it was the Heat. It was good stuff. I like that the Knicks and Celtics might be matching up again. I would love it. In the 80s, that was a rival. Not that was much of a rivalry. The Celtics usually beat the shit out of the Knicks in the 80s. But I remember 1990, I remember the Knicks pulling that out against Boston. Patrick Ewing had a big game in Game 5 of the Garden. After the Knicks gave up like 150 points or 148 points one game. And the Knicks got blown out, and they came back. They were down 2-0. They came back to win that series in the best of 5. So I kind of got them started there. And I remember Stu Jackson coaching the Knicks. I remember Rick Pitino coaching the Knicks. I remember Hubie Brown coaching the Knicks. And that's how long I've been a Knicks fan. So, Nona, my lady, what's going on? Thank you for being here. William, what up? All right. Knicks in the basketball leading by 8. They stay with us. Well, Jordan Clarkson's checked in here. Both Brunson and Towns have 4 fouls on the bench and a foul on Kispert. He got a little bit too aggressive there. How are my prize picks looking here? We already know Josh got me. That was the easiest pick of the night. Josh Hart more than 12.5. Jalen Johnson ain't going to get there. He's got 20. Towns has 18, so that's going to get there. And an Obi off balance shot, no good. Mitch, another offensive rebound, throws it back outside. Down low, it's Clarkson who could not get up to dunk it, but he lays it in. And it's 93-83 Knicks. Gabe Vincent with the basketball. Cardio! Gives it off to Kuminga, and the Knicks fell asleep on the switch there. Kuminga with an easy dunk, 93-85. Tim Duncan's one of the greatest players in the history of basketball, so I understand him being your GOAT. Here is Bridges with the basketball, trying to get free around Kispert. Goes down the lane, picked up the dribble, gives it off to Clarkson, outside to Alvarado. Alvarado picks up the dribble, back to Clarkson, 9 to shoot. Clarkson from way outside, back of the rim, no good. Rebound is fought for there, friendly fire, taken away by Okongwu. This happened in the first half too, man. The Knicks went to their bench, and the bench gave up the lead. As the Hawks bench has outplayed the Knicks, but outside of Mitch, but nobody else has really produced. And again, there's another inside, and Mike Brown is pissed, says, come on! Pay attention. You got to keep an eye on your man and the ball. And the Knicks, both time, last 2 possessions, got beat on that backdoor pass. Here is Alvarado with the basketball. Jose dribbling along the baseline. Throws it out in the corner. OG for three. Swish cheese sandwich. OG and Anomi must love this shot because he's on target. Side pocket triple for OG. 96-87 Knicks. Cardio throws it out to Kuminga. He'll fire up a triple. Hits the front of the rim and the rebound by Anunoby out to Clarkson. Jordan into the front court for the Knicks around the Mitch screen to the top of the circle. Picked up there by Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Hawks in a man-to-man defense. Alvarado with the basketball now. Mitch sets the high screen. Alvarado. Mitch sets another screen. Alvarado goes around it. Gets to the free throw line. Into the paint he goes. Scoops it up. No good. Nice rebound by Kispert. Quick outlet here to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Walker running it up into the front court. Picked up by Anunoby. Great defense by OG. Got a piece. Mitch had the rebound knocked at where they call loose ball foul on Kispert. And again, I love Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is the type of guy every team needs. He's just a guy that the Lakers miss a guy like Mitch Robinson. Like, this is what JaVale McGee was for the Lakers when they won the title. He's a guy that blocked shots, grabbed offensive rebounds, put the ball back up and in. He was a guy that did a lot of the dirty work down low. He'll foul the shit out of you. He makes you earn it. And he can put up 13 and 10. He's not going to shoot the ball. He's not going to take a jump shot. He's not going to drive past you. But he does very important things for the Knicks. And I love players like that. I've always loved Mitch. He's obviously not as athletic as he used to be. And he's dealt with a lot of injuries. But I've always loved Mitchell Robinson. He's important, you know. Karl Anthony Towns checks back in, as does Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson, out there with Clarkson and Bridges. They give it off to Karl Anthony Towns, who had a big third quarter. He had 14 points in the third quarter. Towns hands it off to Bridges, now back to JB. He's got 6 to shoot, and that's a foul on Dyson Daniels. It's not a smart foul as he crushes Mikal Bridges with 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Knicks will have a fresh 14. Ewing is the best player. Oakley's not even in Ewing's zip code. The only other Knicks player that may be considered the greatest Knick ever outside is Clyde Frazier. Now, I'm old, but I wasn't old enough to watch Clyde play. So, I think it's between, obviously Willis Reed was very important. The ball was kicked by Jalen Johnson. Knicks will inbound again. Willis Reed was obviously a Knicks legend, but I think if you're talking greatest Knick of all time, I think it's between Ewing and Clyde. If you wanted to give Clyde the nod because he won 2 championships, I'm not going to argue, but I didn't get to see him play, so it's hard for me to say. But I loved Pat. I always thought Pat got a raw deal. They just called a foul on Jalen Johnson. I think that was a weak foul. Knicks will side out of bounds again. Bernard King didn't play long enough for the Knicks, and he had that major injury. It really sucks that Bernard King had that knee injury after King and Ewing never got to play together, and that fucking sucks. I would have loved to have seen him play. Here's Brunson for 3 off balance, no good. Jalen Johnson could not grab the board, but it does go to Dyson Daniels. Give it off to C.J. McCollum, and McCollum just pushed off Brunson. That should have been a fucking foul. No good. Rebound by Josh Hart. Hart pushes the pace, gives it off. Bridges, wow. Bridges has had some bad luck tonight. Rebound by Clarkson out to Towns. Bridges will try again for 3. Wow, Bridges has really had some bad luck. Like, his shots are right on the money, but the iron's been very unkind to Bridges. Kuminga with the basketball. A lot of zeros there. 0-0 Clarkson against 0 Kuminga. Kuminga trying to drive on Clarkson, goes up. That was a strong drive, and he lays it in, and the foul. So Kuminga will go to the line for the old and 1. Yeah, I wish, Anthony, that Ewing and Bernard King got to play together. It would have been awesome. And obviously Bernard King had that major knee injury. Went to the they were called the Washington Bullets at the time. And he became an all-star, so he came back strong. But King just wasn't, he wasn't a Knick long enough. Clyde got traded to Cleveland, I think, in 77. But obviously his impact was huge. Ewing was a Knick for 15 years. 96-90, Knicks by 6. This game is... Knicks have led throughout. They've had double-digit leads. The Hawks have chipped away at it. Knicks have been able to open it back up. They go down low to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns driving, going up, no good. Tapped by Clarkson, no good. And the rebound by McCollum. And here come the Hawks back the other way, trailing by 6. 6:25 to go. Okongwu throws it. That's a bad pass. It's on the floor. He got it back. Johnson down the lane, goes up. A lot of contact. And Jalen Johnson lays it in. It's now 96-92. As this fourth quarter, the Knicks have struggled. The Hawks on a 9-3 run with 6 minutes to go in the fourth. And Brunson's fouled. And the Knicks are in the bonus, so JB will go to the line for 2. Let me update the scoreboard as CBS is pulling its bullshit as it normally does here in the fourth quarter. So JB at the line. Knicks, who led by as many as 14 in this one. Brunson makes the free throw. 97-92. Bridges is inconsistent. But no, Bridges definitely was not worth 4 picks. Fuck no. But he's shot into some bad luck tonight. He has shot into some bad luck. Riley wanted to leave. Pat Riley wanted to go elsewhere. Pat Riley wanted more control. I guess the Knicks should have gave it to him. He wanted front office control. And they wouldn't give it to him. So, that's why he left. But I agree. I wish Riley would have stayed on. Not that Van Gundy did a bad job. I always like Jeff Van Gundy. But I think Pat Riley, with the team of Houston, Sprewell, Larry Johnson, Ewing, I think they could have, Marcus Camby, they could have got that done. I have no idea how that pass got to Okongwu, and then he threw it away. Bridges can't handle the ball, as the ball's just got grease all over it. Jalen Johnson gives it off to Dyson Daniels, throws it back outside to Okongwu. Extra pass, Daniels got it off. Shot no good. Rebound by the Knicks. Brunson will bring it up here for New York. 5:30 to go in the fourth. Knicks are going to take the commanding 2 games in a lead, leading by half dozen. Around a screen, Brunson in the lane, floats it up, and he tickles the twine. JB with a floater from inside the free throw line, and Snyder and the Hawks want a timeout. 5:26 to go in the fourth. Knicks 100. The Hawks 92. Dedicated Knicks history, but nobody would pay attention to that. No, nobody would watch that. Nobody would watch that. Trust me, man. You know how many people have asked me to do Knicks games? Here I am doing a Knicks playoff game, and nobody cares. But trust me, man. That's people that don't believe I'm a Knicks fan. All you gotta do is listen to me talk about the Knicks, and you'll hear me talk about the Knicks for 2 fucking minutes, and you'll know I've always been a Knicks fan. You know. What is Nickeil Alexander-Walker? Well, I'm not getting screwed out of a $945 parlay, but Jalen Johnson's fucking killed me tonight. I need Towns to get me 3 more points. I think he can do that. Oh, shit. Nickeil Alexander-Walker's 2 for 11. Yeah, he's been bad. Jalen Johnson only has 13, 6, and 3. I had him more than 38.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He ain't done shit. The Knicks centers tonight, man, between Towns and Mitch, they're 14 of 17 for 31 points, 15 rebounds, and Robinson doesn't have any blocks. Yeah, the Knicks centers tonight have done well. 31 and 15 for Mitch and Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart doing what he does, double-double all the time. Knicks bench has been bad, though. Mitch has been great, 13 and 7. Jordan Clarkson, 7 points. Shim and Alvarado and McBride are 0 for 7. None of them have scored. They've turned it over 5 times. Yes. Nope. Covering the draft. Cover the draft, Richie. Even if the Lakers are playing, I'd be covering the draft. Yep, we cover the draft. Friday, though, like I said, I'm going to Lighten up. There we go. Friday, I'm going to have to dip early because I'm going to call the Lakers. And the Giants pick 37th, and then they don't pick again anyway. So... Oh, Kerry, I'd love this. I think the Knicks can take this in 5 myself. The Knicks are a better team. Unless the Knicks really play like shit, really shoot themselves. If the Knicks, in my opinion, they'll lose if they beat themselves. That's it. They're better than Atlanta. Listen, man, I think the Knicks are going to beat the Celtics, so I obviously think they're going to take the Hawks out. I'll go upstairs. I'll start watching Minnesota Denver, but I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep. Jeremy Lin, yeah, he for a couple weeks, man. The Knicks weren't even good, but Jeremy Lin sanity, man. No, I'm calling the Laker game. I have to call that. I'm kind of contractually obligated to cover certain things on my channel, so. It's 192 Knicks by 8. The Lakers are very important to what I do. 192, McCollum with the basketball from the elbow, way off. Rebound, who else? Josh Hart gives it off here to JB. JB will slow down the pace. We approach 5 minutes to go in the fourth. The Knicks up by 8. Again, the Hawks have gotten this thing to within 4 and 6, and the Knicks end up making it back up to double digits. Brunson steps back for 3. That one's no good. Rebound by Kuminga. Kuminga's had a nice game. 17 points off the bench. Drives right around Brunson and lays it in. 194. I always liked Jonathan Kuminga. I liked Kuminga when he was on the Warriors. I always thought he was a solid player. Brunson into the front court here for the Knicks. 4:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Everybody, 4:20 to go fourth quarter. 4:20. Creed, all to do. Smoke him because you got him.
Smoke weed every day.
Towns for 3. That was way short. Kongwu the board. Knicks leading by 6. McCollum with the basketball. Right around Brunson again. Throws it out. Here's Walker for 3. And it's good. It's down to 3. The Hawks have done this all night. The Knicks have opened up 10, 13-point leads, and the Hawks have fought back every step of the way. Crowd on their feet trying to implore their Knicks on offense, who have gone ice cold. Brunson with the ISO ball. I don't like that. Brunson lost the basketball. Here come the Hawks back the other way. Walker lost it, got it back, has it over on the left wing. They can cut it to 1. They can tie it with a 3. Walker has it against JB over on the right wing. Looking to cross over. Kicks it out there to Johnson. Jalen Johnson down the lane, goes up and lays it in. The Knicks defense is just falling apart here down the stretch. It's down to 1. It's 199, a 12-4 run by the Hawks. 3:16 to go in the fourth.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
Knicks got to get their fucking shit together right now. Need a good possession. Stop this fucking ISO. I hate that shit. Bridges with the basketball. Going to give it out there to Josh Hart. Knicks got to get something going to the basket. They've done this all night. Hart for 3. That's no good. Rebound by Kuminga. The Hawks can take the lead. The Knicks last... Oh, what a steal by Bridges. That was a terrible pass by McCollum. He threw it right to him. Brunson down the lane. Brunson is fouled on the way to the basket. The Knicks are in the bonus. I take that back. Maybe he was fouled. We have a time on the floor. 2:43 to go in the fourth. The Knicks clinging to a 1-point lead. It's 199. Oh, I know Laker fans always be pulling for the Knicks to beat the Celtics. Always. Tony says hit the like. Yeah, we're 3 away from 150. Let's get 3 more likes if we can. Julio, what's going on? Royal Wolf, what up, brother? Eric Dane, what up? You got the Knicks. I don't know that the Knicks can beat the Pistons. I worry about that, but I do think the Knicks can beat the Celtics. Why? Why aren't they beating the Celtics in a 7-game series? They beat them last year in a 7-game series. Why can't they do it this year? George shouldn't be pissed. This is what the Knicks fucking do. I'm used to this shit with this fucking team. I hate that fucking ISO shit. I hate when teams do that. The Knicks have fucking dominated in the paint all night. You're clinging to a lead here by 1 point. You have to get something going to the basket. Well, and this is why Karl Anthony Towns drives me crazy. This fucking guy scored 14 points in the third quarter. Where the fuck is Towns in the fourth? He hasn't scored a point. And the Knicks just called a timeout. It was not a foul, so Brunson is not at the line. But where is Towns now? In the clutch, like, where is he? Dude fucking ghosts. Hart. And again, the Knicks are just pushed down the perimeter. Brunson is double teamed. He gives it off there. Anunoby driving in the lane. And Anunoby has it taken away. And I call a foul on Anunoby. Brunson has pass. He's got to call for the fucking ball. That's the problem with Carr. He doesn't call for it. He needs to call for the basketball. Here's McCollum driving down the lane, going up, and the Hawks have taken the lead. They've come all the way back and lead 101 to 100. Yeah, I hate when JB does this shit. But Karl Anthony Towns is standing out there in the fucking corner. Here's the alley-oop, and the shot's no good, and we have a loose ball foul on the Hawks. And actually, it might have been on Anunoby's dunk. Anunoby will go to the line for 2. JC says we ain't moving the ball. They're not. It's this fucking ISO ball bullshit. Towns has to demand the basketball. This is the biggest problem with him. He's sitting over there in the corner. Another fucking missed free throw. The Knicks have missed 9 of them tonight. 9 missed free throws. Can't miss free throws in the playoffs. He fucking missed them both. What a fucking joke! Make your motherfucking free throws! 10 missed free throws! Jesus fucking Christ! Make a motherfucking free throw! The Knicks have pissed away this game. Chance of defense from the Garden crowd. They ain't played much of that, but their offense has been dreadful. They haven't scored in about 5 minutes. McCollum right to the rack, and it's 103 to 100. Knicks are going to... Boy, the Knicks really know how to fucking choke away a game, man. They really do. What a fucking pathetic effort. 11-0 run. Brunson for 3. A swish! Cheese sandwich! That's a big 3 for Brunson, but holy shit, can we share the fucking basketball? Everybody stares a bad... Oh, they called a foul on the Knicks? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, Bridges fouled him. Nope, good call. Bridges got him in the arm. Both teams are in the bonus. You can have any seat in the Garden you want. Ain't nobody sitting down. And there's a steal by the Knicks. Hart knocks it away to Mikal Bridges. A minute to go. 103-103. Somebody in my chat, well, he's not in the chat today, but there's somebody called Cardiac Knicks that come in there. Really is. Tonight is the Cardiac Knicks. I hate this holding the bullshit. Brunson drives down the lane, pulls up, and he missed the shot. I can't stand the ISO basketball. What the fuck is this NBA shit where guys just hold on to the fucking ball, McCollum knocks down the shot? What the fuck? Pass the fucking basketball. I hate that shit so much. I'm going to hold on to the basketball until there's 6 seconds to fucking shoot. Again, just taking the air out of the fucking ball. Knicks trail by 2. 19 seconds ago. Brunson trying to drive. And he had the ball fucking stripped and it's a turnover. Here come the Hawks the other way. Johnson finishes and the Knicks fuck it up. Holy fucking shit. ISO ball. ISO ball. ISO ball. What the fuck? Pass the fucking basketball. Jesus fucking Christ! Fucking pathetic. You blew this fucking game. You beat yourself again. Fucking Knicks gave this game away. Fucking gave it to them. Fucking gave this game away to a team that is inferior to them. Fuck you. This fucking isolation basketball for the last 4 minutes of the fucking game. Fucking absolutely, it's so stupid. You're 17 of 27 from the fucking free throw line. Fucking joke. So stupid. No, we're not going to pass the fucking basketball. Not going to get Karl Anthony Towns involved at all in the fucking fourth quarter. Fucking bullshit. Knicks have been outscored 28-12 in this fucking quarter. They've taken they're 4 for 21 from the field. They're 2 for 10 from downtown. Fucking joke. Just bullshit. Hart getting it inbounds. Brunson pulls up for 3. And he got it to go. Knicks got a foul. I gotta hope the Hawks are going to take a timeout. Brunson is good, but this... it's not... Listen, the Lakers do this shit too. I hate it. It's like it's like they take the air out of the basketball. You stop being aggressive. You change your style of play. You have played well all night. You have dominated in the fucking paint. You've killed this team in the paint. All of a sudden, you stop going to the rim. I don't understand. You have nothing going to the basket. Remember, guys, the Knicks at the half. They're outscoring the Hawks in the paint. I think it was, 32-20? 32-18, whatever the fuck it was. The Hawks have now outscored the Knicks in the paint 58-54. Because the Hawks started going to the fucking basket. Knicks have taken, now it's 12 threes in this quarter. They've taken 34 in the game. I mean, the Knicks have taken more than a third of their threes in this fourth quarter. Why do you change a style of basketball? I just don't understand. I don't understand. Michael, man, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Whoops, that's all right.
Thank you for being a friend.
My guy says, let the haters hate. Let them hate, brother. Fuck them. Fuck the haters. Fuck them. Knicks got a foul. 7 seconds to go. They got to hope the Hawks miss one here. I mean, they could tie it with a 3. And they get it in bounds. And McCollum is fouled by Hart. And he'll go to the line for 2. Kelly, thank you for being a member for 53 months, brother. Appreciate you. TD Midas has attacked the... I don't understand why they stopped, dude. They dominated in the fucking paint. I don't understand why they stopped. McCollum at the line. He's 5 for 5 tonight. And he's 5 for 6. He fucking missed. Now, if he misses, the Knicks got to grab a fucking rebound here. I got to turn this off just in case CBS goes ahead of me. I don't want to fuck this up. I don't want to see that score. Now, I mean, this is obviously an enormous free throw. And again, if he misses, the Knicks have got to rebound here. McCollum choked them both, and Hart grabs the ball. Hart's going to give it off here. It's Bridges. What the fuck was that? What? Oh, my God. Of all people to take the final shot, Bridges takes the final shot? What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. Of all fucking people to take that final shot. I know the Knicks had a timeout. I know they had a timeout. But if they did, they should have taken one. I don't know why they didn't take a timeout if they had. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make sense. My guessing is they didn't have one. Because Josh Hart obviously would. He's smart enough to take a timeout there. But Jesus Christ, Mike Brown fucking sucks. I mean, how do you fire Thibodeau? This is just fucking stupid. This is a fucking embarrassing loss. The Knicks fucking beat themselves in this game. They beat themselves. They started to settle for perimeter jumpers, three-pointers, isolation basketball. Their interior defense fucking fell apart, and they missed fucking 10 free throws. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. That was terrible. That's an embarrassing fourth quarter by the Knicks. Embarrassing. There's no fucking way they should have let that game get away. The Knicks led this game about 95% of the game until the very end. Fucking retarded bullshit. Just fucking stupid. I mean, this is exactly what this is the Knicks. Knicks fans can't ever have nice things. Ever. It's fucking embarrassing. It's fucking so aggravating rooting for this fucking team. Just is. Fucking ridiculous. What a fucking terrible loss. What an absolutely fucking terrible loss to a team they have no fucking business losing to. Anyway, I don't fucking now you guys know why I call Laker basketball, because I call Laker basketball because of my family. But rooting for the fucking Yankees, who fucking pissed me off to no end because they can't win a championship. The Giants have been a fucking embarrassing organization for better part of a decade, more than a decade. They've been total fucking shit. And then I had the fucking Knicks, who have never won jack shit in my life. I'm fucking 50 years old, and I swear to God, I'm never going to see this fucking team win a goddamn championship. So the Lakers get me away from the fucking monotony that are the teams that I root for. That's why I like calling it. No stress. It's just a fun time. This shit stresses me the fuck out. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking bullshit. Well, the Knicks better get one of these games on Atlanta's home court. No fucking... Just... They did this shit against the Pacers last year, too. The Knicks fucking did that. Just fucking stupid. I gotta get out of here, man. What a fucking joke. Pisses me off. Anyway, I'll be live for the Lakers tomorrow night. 10 o'clock in New York, 7 o'clock in L.A. 10 o'clock Wednesday in the Philippines. Again, that's just way more fun for me. But it was a fucking terrible loss by the Knicks, man. Just that's the life of a Knicks fan. This is what the fuck they do. They do it all the fucking time. They have done this shit to me for 40 years. So what the fuck is the difference? What's one more year? What's one more fucking year of disappointment? Anyway, congratulations to the Hawks. Come back and win. They never quit. The fucking team. They could have gave up. They never quit. Never quit. Kept poking away. Knicks get ahead. The Hawks came back. Knicks got ahead. The Hawks came back. They never quit. That's great perseverance by them. Fucking Knicks, though, they had no business losing this fucking game. Terrible possessions in the fourth quarter. You missed 10 fucking free throws. It's just embarrassing. It's an embarrassing way to lose. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you tomorrow for the love of Yvonne Lowry. It's your boy, the Bad Diggy Dizzle. Enjoy the rest of your night or day, everybody. See you tomorrow. We out. Peace.